and blah blah blah. And then about a year ago, or maybe it was like November or like the end of the year before, and it was
Yeah,
like
two years ago.
the end of 2020. And we're like, oh, this sucks. Let's just try to do like online play. And then I was like, no. Then I want to record it and blah blah blah. And then started dicking around
We had actually no, it was not the end of 2020. It was the end of 2019.
oh, the end
Before
is
the
when
coronavirus, I kept poking and saying, guys, do you want to play? Do we want to play? And you're like, it's hard to get together.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys were like, you know what, let's do it. And since we're having such a hard time meeting in real life, let's do it online. We'll try it. And then the coronavirus started about 4 months later, and we were already playing online. So we took a little bit of a break when the virus first hit here, if I remember correctly. But then we started playing again after a few weeks, because we had been.
Yeah. Well, that's right. So this is episode 26, and I haven't been perfect in counting, but assuming that we've done about the same of the other one as well, then since I've been recording, we've played basically 1 year's worth of playing every single week. 52 sessions.
Yeah,
Oh
October 2019 is when we started this server,
Yep.
which was my game where we were playing like the notice board in town game with
Oh, yeah.
and Patrick. And then after that, we played that for a little bit, and then stopped. And then I don't remember when, but at some point after that, I did Curse of Strahd, and I said I really like doing it online. We should do it online. I don't remember. That was the first game we played online though, because I said I want to try doing a game that's online because we can have Patrick play, we can have more people, and we don't have to try and meet up. And that was before Corona. That was 2019.
Yep, end of 2019.
We were conveniently already started, and we had that one, and then we had our in-game, which we were still playing, which was Nick's game. We had two games ongoing at once, but it was like we were going a long time. We didn't have regular sessions. We were just doing them whenever.
And I started... What?
Be right back.
Okay.
Quick, please don't start without me.
Okay.
No, we won't.
All right, everybody, let's start.
Okay, when we last left... I'm kidding. She would hear me saying that like walking by my door. You asshole. So my mission... I actually started before the Avernus book came out. And then I found out about the Avernus book, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome, because I wanted to do an Avernus campaign, and I had no idea what to do. And then I started the campaign before the book. I actually started, like I planned it before, but we started playing it knowing I was going to use that book. Then when the book came out, I start reading it. I'm like, oh my god, it's got Candlekeep. And literally, I was building a Candlekeep adventure to get you guys into Avernus. And then I just started reading the book, but the first 2 chapters just suck. So I'm like, no, I'm going to redo this and do my own thing. But, now it's a 3-year-old book from when I first began that campaign. Or, 2019, so 2.5 or whatever. Oh, fries! Thank you. Deanna found some fries. Thank you.
Are they folding from under the couch?
Definitely from under the couch.
No.
Not cold.
No.
She goes, no. She wouldn't give me couch
She wasn't very
fries.
convincing, though.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, now I'm waiting for Will to get back. Oh, did you hear she started a new job?
Willow?
Yeah.
Yeah, she started like a week ago, right?
Yep. Yeah, started orientation, but yeah, now they're on the calendar and 3 days a week or something like that. They're having an off period right now, which is funny because they work 3 days in a row.
No, that's awesome though.
Yeah, they're having a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah, May 23rd, 2020. Raxlor was petrified by a basilisk.
How do you know?
because I posted a GIF in the channel that said "me in my stone prison." And it's that guy shaking his hands, going, "Let me in."
I wish we'd record those sessions because that was a lot of fun. Once you guys got to my dungeon, it got worse because my dungeons sucked, and I was still learning like how to build them. And then like halfway through, just started going, screw it, I'm just going to take stuff from the book and just wish that I had just done the book, but we were already invested, so I wanted to keep going. But before that, it was like this cool mission about like, you guys were like traveling to Candlekeep, and we did like road encounters, and you guys like stopped at a cabin, and there was like fire inside, and it was a fire elemental, and this guy had a basilisk egg, and then these bad guys tried to rob you in the middle of the night, like, but didn't record any of it.
That's okay. We're recording now.
Yeah, we have the 45-minute discussion on Barb Devil, what happens when they explode or something like that. Well, I am technically still eating, but I already started streaming. I'm expecting Will's going to be back soon. So I'm just going to stop eating for a second and do the one we last left our adventurers. Okay, when we last left our adventurers, having recently left Fort Knucklebone with 2 newly acquired vehicles, a dune buggy and a motorcycle, you're traveling across the blasted plains of Avernus, when off in the distance, about a football field's length away, you see these demonic machines barreling toward you. As they get closer, you realize that it's one machine, and it's a demon grinder, the largest of the infernal machines, which you saw when you were at Mad Maggie's junkyard. And he's got 4 other guys riding on it, and they all appear to be were-boars and were-rats. And they're barreling toward you. It looks like they can move a little faster than you, so you turned around and started running away, and they're catching up to you a little bit each round as you run away from them full speed, and they're barreling towards you. Scree pulled out the soul coin from their pouch that they had pickpocketed from an imp back on Elturel, and inserted it into the motorcycle, and just before they took off, Zoe jumped on the back of the motorcycle, riding bitch. And off they went, zipping straight towards the demon grinder. Lulu flew up in the air. Yeah. A bunch of shit happened. ... A raptor came from somewhere. So now there's a raptor in the situation. Scree summoned a raptor. One raptor? Is it?
That's
like,
right.
I did summon a raptor. What? Hi, guys.
Welcome back. I'm just doing that when we last left, which you remember. And if you don't, it doesn't matter because we'll just make it up anyway. It looks
raptor.
like. God, he's getting pretty close. Oh no, it's only 30. How was I doing that? Oh yeah, it was like alternating. You and then him. You and then him. That's got to be you guys. I am simplifying this. Yeah, so mainly, so Scree and Zoe on the motorcycle are pretty near to Ragadraga's demon grinder. You guys on the Tormentor are a few hundred feet ahead, but instead of counting in feet, I'm going to count in rounds. One round is basically 120 feet. So until they're one round, it's technically 130, but I'll give you 120. In other words, because the only way that the range really matters is when you get within spell range. So I will say that when he's one round away from you, you have 120 feet of spells. Now, if you can somehow cast farther than that or shoot something farther, then let me know and we'll figure it out. But basically, until he's 1 round away, because 120 is pretty much a max range on spells, I think. That's like Eldritch Blast and...
So he makes up 120 feet each round. He gets 120 feet.
No. You're right. Sorry. So how many? He 30 feet per round. So how many rounds is that? Four rounds.
So at four rounds, he spell range of 120.
Yes.
And then at 3 rounds it's 90, and then at 2 rounds it's 60, and then 30, and then he crashes into us.
Yeah. So we'll do it that way.
Hold person is 60 feet, which is why I'm clarifying.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks. Sorry, I was
at 2 round. Yeah.
I'm mixing up the numbers.
It's my turn. Then that would be when I can do hold person. What's the range on the harpoons again? When can we start shooting those?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Are they 120?
Yes, 120.
Okay, so at 4 rounds we start firing harpoons. At 2 rounds, if we still haven't killed the driver, then I can cast hold person on him.
Yeah, it does. That's how you
and
get a good
dodge
feat.
out of the way because it'll keep you going straight. And at 1 round we have last ditch effort to do whatever within 30 feet before he crashes into us. Probably ditch out of the machine. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Although, if he crashes into you, there will be damage, but it'll be on both sides. And after he crashes into you, he can't really ram you over and over again because his boost is going to wear off just as he gets to you.
Yeah,
which is a little.
Able to just barely keep up with us.
That's a little meta knowledge, but it should be pretty obvious that I programmed it that way. I decided. So the number of feet and rounds don't really matter. I mean, actually, the rounds are what matter. So you have a reasonable amount of time to do stuff before he gets to you. But it's not like when he gets to you, you die. When he gets to you, something else happens. When he crashes into you, it might not even knock you over. It might just do some damage. So.
But yeah, so Scree and Zoe, you guys are basically out of communication range, doing your own thing. Last session, we were talking a lot about like the mechanics, but that wasn't me telling you what to do. I was just arguing how the mechanics should work and what the best way to position it is. Rules lawyering. But what you guys do is completely up to you. I'm focused on getting the machine away, and when the guy comes into range, I'm going to try and cast hold person on him, which is paralyzing him. But if you guys can kill the driver and take over the machine before that happens, that's your goal. You're going over there to try and take over the machine, but I can't micromanage you because I'm not there. I'm in the other machine. So just so you guys know, that was your instruction. That was your plan. The goal is kill the driver, take over the machine, and then once the machine's stopped and not going to be ramming us and going straight for us, then we start killing the other guys.
Did you guys want to talk anything else about any meta stuff before we start?
That's all I have.
My mic was off again. Sheesh. I'm gonna keep a better track of this button right here because sometimes I accidentally sit on it.
Okay, so any other talking or anything you want to do kind of meta-wise before we get into the game? Because once we get into the game, when it's a person's turn, it is that person's responsibility to do what they're going to do. And, I mean, you can ask and talk, but, kind of what Jake was just saying is your characters are separated. So it's not like everyone just look at Jake and see what Jake is going to tell you what to do. Jake's driving the car, and you guys are doing your own thing. And literally it's going to be up to you to progress the game forward. But it's okay, because when you get to round 10, then he just catches up to you, and then all hell breaks loose. So, think about it like pirate ships when
Yeah, it's scary.
Think about two pirate ships next to each other, and they're boarding each other and stuff like that. So, but also there are mechanics for crashing, and it's a lot bigger than you, so you probably don't want that. Let's see. I'm smoothing out this chart. It actually lines up with what bullcrap I made up. So, We're on round 4 right now, so he's 190 feet away. So then it's going to be 30 feet each round. So round 5 is 160, 130, 100, 70, 40. And then in round 10, he'll be 10 feet away. So round 11, he will be able to smash into you. But he will be 10 feet away in round 10. And I think he's got a 15-foot range on his wrecking ball. So he could start attacking you sooner than that. Let me double check. And we rolled the wrecking ball can be in any direction. So it doesn't matter that it's on the back of the vehicle. Mechanically,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Range.
If you want
15.
if you
Yeah.
want to keep track, since you're keeping track of the distance and stuff, just tell us when. Because for our relevance, it's going to be when he's in harpoon range and when he's in 60-foot hold person range. Those are the only. Because I'm the only one on the car. It's literally me and Shora on the car. So everyone else is out there engaging. I'm just the one left back driving the car, and Shora is here because we're not sending Shora out. So for me, all I'm waiting for is for you to tell me in harpoon range, and then 2 rounds later, I know it'll be in hold person range. But until then, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just hauling ass straight forward.
Remind me again, when I get the motorcycle in range, is there any reason I can't cast from the motorcycle, or do I need to be on the bigger vehicle, not driving to cast?
So Scree was driving the motorcycle, and you're a passenger on the motorcycle.
Oh,
so
I misheard. I thought I was driving. Got it. Cool.
When it's your turn, if the motorcycle's in range, you can cast a spell, which is kind of what you guys have been doing. So Scree drives the motorcycle up past it. Scree casts a spell. And then on your turn, you can also cast a spell, or you can ready a spell. Scree does a little side swipe thing, so that you actually stop in front of it, and you cast your ready spell as you're passing by. So you guys kind of do a little drive-by shooting type of thing, so you're not in danger. The Raptor right now is on the vehicle, and once you guys kill the driver, someone has to take over the driver's seat, or the other guys will just hop up and they'll take over and switch the driver's seat. So once you guys do defeat the driver, you guys both have fly cast on you. One of you needs to fly up there and get in the driver's seat. It's probably better to be Scree because you're concentrating on fly. So if you take damage and lose your fly, then you guys don't have fly anymore. So
Oh yeah.
I don't know how you guys want to do that with Scree jumps off the motorcycle and flies up there, and then you take over the motorcycle or something. However you guys want to figure that out. You guys are the ones doing badass biker shit. But yeah, keep that in mind.
We still have the secret plan though.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine with the secret plan. So now that we know the Raptor works, we can save the secret plan for later if we ever get in a situation like this again.
Secret plan.
Knowing that you also have that, I don't think it's gonna get that bad that we're gonna need it since it's been working out pretty well. But yeah, definitely keep that in the back of your head.
Okay. Before we start, I forgot one more thing. I'm gonna get a piece of candy, a normal one. I'm gonna go get a mint. Be right
Gotta
back.
specify.
I've ruined the phrase piece of candy. Oh, I remembered another mechanic. Dashing. Remember we were talking about basically it just depends on whether or not there's any complications before they reach you. But there's another thing, dashing. So the dashing is based on the constitution of your vehicle, and your and the big one, the big demon grinder, has more constitution than your vehicle, and your dashes are what make the difference between him catching you or not. So that 30 feet becomes, because you double your speed with a dash, so those 30 feet per round become 150 or something ridiculous like that. And the way that it works is, When you run out of
Very
dashes,
necessities,
you can
so-
still try to dash, but you have to roll a Constitution check, and it would be the Constitution of the vehicle.
Yes, that's what I
And if you
suggest, yeah.
succeed, then you get to dash again. If you fail, then you gain a level of exhaustion. And vehicles can gain levels of exhaustion. And if you get enough levels of exhaustion, then it breaks down. You can't use it. Just like if you have too many levels of exhaustion as a person, your movement speed drops to 0. So, like, it probably wouldn't get to level 6 and then blow up, because by the time that it gets half speed, the guy's going to catch you. So that's probably what's going to happen. But the dashes could cause you, because we're on round 4 now. So that's 6 more rounds before they catch you for sure, but possibly as soon as 3 more rounds once your dashes run out. Because he's got 6 more dashes.
Let me say this then. How many dashes do we have?
You have
we
3
left, and he
yeah.
has 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually what I want to do, because the problem is if we run out of dashes, now he's moving so significantly faster than us, we're not going to be able to trap him in that 120 sweet spot for very long.
Mm-hmm.
So actually I want to skip a couple of rounds of dashing so that I can dash for those last rounds of him barely catching up to us. You know what I mean?
Oh, but if you don't
Like-
dash, he's gonna be like right up on you if you miss one dash. Like, it would be better to use the 3 dashes, I think. Well, let me
So,
look.
like, if
Let me look at
I-
the chart.
well,
You're at
that's
one.
up to you and how you're tracking it.
Okay, so you're at 190 right now with round 4. So if you didn't dash, then after he takes his movement, then you would be 50 feet away. So that would be within 60. So you could do that. If you wait another round, you'll be at 160. If you don't dash, then you'll drop down to 10 feet. And after that, if you don't dash, then starting with round 6, and we're on round 4. If you don't dash, then he's going to catch you like right away. But you have dashes to get you up to round 6. So actually, kind of
Either way, we're gonna run out of dashes by the time he catches us.
Yeah.
But if we run out of dashes before he catches up to us, then those last couple of rounds, he's going to instantly go from 200 feet away to slamming into us. So we're not going to have a period where we can fire on him. But if we slow down for a second and let him catch up and then boost away, now our relative speed goes back to within 30 feet.
I'm gonna go back. I was just doing a few more
Like, what is whose turn is it right now, and what's the distance?
Okay, so yeah, let's get it.
I'll do the quick maths, and then you can convert it to turns after we have the math done.
Okay, so it looks like we've just begun round 4. It is Scree's turn. And by the way, initiative is on Tableplop, the Avernus map. So we have not done the movement for round 4 yet, but I'm just gonna say the distance is lowered, at the end of the turn, basically. So you're at 190 feet away right now from him.
Okay.
So if you dash, then he dashes, and then round 5 begins, and you're 50 feet away. And ask me a question if you want, because I don't want to just I don't want to just be saying scenarios. But I've got a little chart, so just ask.
Okay, so if this round, if I move my full speed and he dashes, but I don't dash, so we move before him. So I move and then he moves. What distance would he then be from us?
After he dashes, he will be 50 feet from you. So then your next turn begins, you're at 50 feet away.
Okay. Then I start dashing. So I move and then he moves again, and now what's his difference that he's catching up by us then if we're both dashing?
It's 30. So then you would go down to 20.
So 50, 20, and then the next round he would hit us.
Yeah.
We might already be close enough, so that might not even matter. Now, if I do dash, how far is he the next round?
160.
So it goes 160, and then
130.
And then 130.
Yeah, and and 130 is his dash speed. So if you don't dash at that round, he'll get to you. So you've lost your chance at that point.
So either we go. This is the progression. If we dash as much as we can, it's going to go 160, 130, 110,
100.
90, and then he crashes into us. If we delay one dash, then it's going to go 50, 30, crash into us. But that puts us in range to cast spells. Otherwise, we won't be in range to cast spells by the time we run out of dashes, and then he's going to slam straight into us from a far distance away.
You do have a Constitution check to get extra dashes. I mean, you're rolling, but I mean, that is a thing.
Yeah, so we could keep the distance if we start succeeding on checks. So we have three.
Yes.
We have 3 left, and you said it was 160. Was that right? I should be writing this down. 160, and he gains 30 each round.
You're at you're at 190, and he gains 30 each round if you both dash.
Okay, so this round, if we both dash, by the beginning of next round, it'll be 160, and we have 2 dashes left. And then it'll be 130, and we have 1 dash left. And then it'll be 100, and we're out of dashes. So starting on that round, we have to start rolling checks.
What's that out?
And we have a maximum of 4 more rounds if we succeed on every dash check. If we fail a dash check, do we just not dash, or do we just get a level of exhaustion?
I have to double check the chase rules.
If we
dash.
If we 100% get a dash, and it's just a chance to get a level of exhaustion, then that's probably the safest way to go. But if it's a chance to dash, then that's not even worth the risk. So let me know about that, and that'll be my decision. See, as the driver,
it says
I have to consider. This is
yeah. Okay, so you can use the dash action a number of times equal to your 3 plus your con modifier. For each dash action after that, you must succeed a DC 10 Constitution check. So you do dash no matter what. The question is, do you gain a level of exhaustion? And when you reach level 5, your speed becomes 0. But your speed is halved before that. And 1 level of exhaustion, I don't think is... 1 level of exhaustion. I'm going to go look that up.
So if we just keep dashing and don't stop dashing, we've got a maximum of like 7 rounds, and the last 3 of those rounds will put him in spell range. If I do that thing where I like break check him, that's what it is. I'm basically break checking him. If I break check him, or I could do a half dash. I could half dash, not use my full movement speed.
Oh,
which
yeah.
Puts him exactly in the sweet spot for as long as possible. But then it's getting really complicated, and I really don't want to go into that too much right now.
Well,
So,
we'll say that if you wanted to tweak it so that matters, you could. So if he's going to put at, like, you know, you could say, oh, I want to dash, but since we're this close. So, I'd give you a little leeway on that.
I could stop him at if I did, what I would do is stop him at exactly 110 feet, so that I would move forward just enough so that when he moves his maximum speed, he's exactly 110 feet. Then we can start firing harpoons on him while we dash.
Yeah.
And then every round, he's only gaining 30 feet, but we're firing harpoons on him. So I still would have to use up a dash to do that, but it lets him catch up to us a little faster, but puts us in firing range. But they have harpoons too, don't they?
Yes. 2 of them.
How many?
They have 2 harpoon guns, yeah.
So,
Twice as many.
Let's just keep dashing, but when we get to the point where he would be within, so on round, because it's 90, 60, 30, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move.
By the way,
fewer.
level 2 exhaustion halves your speed. So 1 level of exhaustion doesn't do a lot. It just disadvantage on ability checks. But 2 levels of exhaustion and he's going to catch you anyway, just to help you calculate.
Yeah, but at that point it's a 50-50 with the con saves.
Yeah.
So he moves second. So I don't really want to slow down, because if I slow down, then when he gets in range, he's going to be in 120. He can fire on us that turn. Well, actually, the guys in the harpoon guns, they're the ones who control the harpoons, right? The individual dudes.
Yeah.
And they're going to be busy with Scree and Zoe.
Potentially, yeah.
So basically, what I'm doing is I'm planning out all my turns now. It's going to be completely screwed and end up getting hazards, and it doesn't even matter.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's good to have a plan.
you're gonna
of what it's gonna
flip
be,
on
get
the
it out of
first
way.
first turn. You're gonna flip over.
So we're 190 right now. I'm gonna full dash. So the next round we're 160. I'm gonna full dash again. So we're 130. And then that round, you know what? I'll think about it. It's 3 rounds from now, but I'll let you know what my decision is. For now, I'm full dashing on each of my turns, and I'm not doing anything else with this entire combat until that happens. So I'll be thinking about it while the rest of you guys play, and I bite my
I gotta
lips.
be back. I'll be back.
Okay,
Bite my
great.
tongue.
It's also not your turn yet, but that's good to know.
Exactly. I'm planning ahead to see exactly what the math is, because if we do this in the middle of combat while people are taking
No.
their turn,
Yeah, I'm
then
joking.
it's gonna slow things down. So
Yes. Yeah. You are in a unique position that you are kind of the main pursuit. So, and you're driving the vehicle.
yeah.
Um,
I had to know all my info so I can be thinking about it while
Yep.
everyone else is playing.
and Scree, all that applies to you as well. Oh, yes.
What kind of creature are these guys again?
Okay,
Are
they're
they, like,
werewolves. No, they're werewolves, but they're boars and rats instead. Which I think is just humanoid. He's humanoid? That's a type, right?
They're humanoid shapeshifter, yeah. Subtype shapeshifter.
Okay,
So,
I was
yeah.
just like checking a certain spell, see if it would work on it, but
Yep, not a fiend. They're not planar creatures. They're more like werewolves. Yeah. So it's your turn, Scree, and basically your motorcycle is circling around Ragadraga. You're about 60 feet away off to the side, but you have 120 movement speed. So you can, you've got basically you can be as close or as far from the Devil's Ride as you want. So your friends are 190 feet up ahead of you, but to your right side is this Devil's Ride with all these guys on it. Your Raptor is on the machine, and in fact, at the end of your turn, you get to have him attack or whatever you want to do. So you can include that in your turn. Which is now. So what do you want to do?
Washer. Don't do
I
any of
would
that.
like to try to move closer to the vehicle, and as I do, I ask Zoe,
Yeah.
you mind if I go trampling on it?
I don't have a problem at all.
All right.
Because that's how we talk in combat on motorcycles. We're moving real fast. I'll call and cool and collected. What a minute, but would you pass the grid as we drive off a cliff?
Okay, so it sounds like you're saying that Scree, who's driving the motorcycle, is going to leap off.
Yes.
And
I
then
take over driving.
you can, I think, do that. Technically, the motorcycle will be barreling out of control on Raxler's turn, but then Zoe is next. So on your turn, if you get in the driver's seat, then yes, there's no special mechanic for the motorcycle that says that it flips over if no one's driving it. In fact, it just all the rules for all the machines is that if it loses a driver, it continues going forward.
Also, she can fly, so it's not unreasonable that she would hold the handlebars as she lifted off and let me slide in and grab them before going the rest of the way. That seriously would make sense.
Oh yeah, that's great. You should definitely describe it that way. So, all right. So, Scree, you can proceed.
Yeet! I'm gonna leap off my motorcycle.
Okay. You're
And,
you're 60 feet away, and you probably.
I thought I moved up first.
Well, wait. Do you have fly on you? Is that you and Zoe? You can fly 50.
Did Zoe already cast fly?
Yeah. You should have status effects. Write them down on your sheet so you know what spells you have cast on you. I don't have fly written down, but I'm pretty positive that Zoe cast it on himself and you. Yeah,
Yep,
definitely.
it's on my sheet.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you.
On me and Scree.
Good. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's important to track those. You know, I always thought it was stupid that the character sheets don't have any place for status effects like buffs like EverQuest does, you know? There's like that little window that shows you, oh, here's all the spells you have active.
Should.
Yeah, I mean, I just write it, but like in the margins, but that's dumb. Okay, so you are able to fly the 60 feet over to the Demon Grinder. And
Yes.
where are you wanting to land? And there's a diagram in Discord in Discord if you need to see.
I'm gonna take a look at the diagram. Is it in-game Hellsberger?
OOC Hellsberger.
Or where is it? Okay. Okay.
And you're on the left side of it, and top is front. So you could leap on where the harpoon gun is and start trying to stab the guy operating the harpoon gun, or you could climb onto the machine. But you're 60 feet away, and that's your movement with fly. So unless you're using the dash action, you would basically be at the edge of the machine, the left side of the machine. But you could be where the harpoon is, or you could be in front or behind it.
I'm gonna be where the harpoon is, and same for the harpoon guy. But
Okay, so you want to be like
Okay.
within. Do you want to be like within 5 feet of him, like close enough to stab at him?
like yeah, within like attack range. Yeah.
And you have your action, so if you want, you can stabby or you can do
Yeah,
anything else.
I'm about to go stabby. I'm gonna slice him up with
Yeah,
my
I'll be
short
back
sword
out
and
soon.
attack twice from extra attack.
Alright.
So let me roll.
All right. Yeah, make your attack roll. Oh, I gotta pull up stat block for Werebore.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Is it high enough that I don't have to look up the stat block?
Wait, what?
What's your attack roll?
Hold on.
Oh. Where bore?
18 to hit.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely hits. Oh, let me pop out.
Awesome.
Just pop out. Oh, I love this website. 5e.tools. Yeah, roll damage. Pop out. Nice.
Alright, great.
Eight.
That's awesome.
8 damage for the
Um,
first attack.
8 damage, and
Planar Warrior, are you using it?
Huh?
Are you using Planar Warrior?
Yes.
now remember, Planar Warrior is a bonus action, so using Planar Warrior, you will not be able to make a second attack. I mean, you will not be able to make an offhand attack. You do have extra attacks, so you can make 2 attacks, but you won't make the bonus action replaces your offhand. You might want to
Okay.
think about getting like
That's okay.
a one-handed like rapier or something maybe, because that way you can use your bonus action. Your bonus action has other things that you can do better, I think, than offhand attack. Just something to think of.
Yeah,
All right, so that was 8 damage, and that's what you did to this guy. The last 2 attacks to this guy were 8. Last 2 damages.
oh my god.
All right, so that's 8 damage, and then
Extra attack, let's go.
make your roll.
14 to hit.
And that does hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, these guys don't
Okay.
look like they're wearing armor. They've got some cool looking like raggedy leather clothes, but it's not even like armor.
4 damage.
4 damage. It is still alive. 4 damage.
He's hungry and Willow has to feed him tomorrow. Go on.
Okay, anything else?
I'd like to squawk at him, but that's it.
Squawk!
Squawk! Squawk.
All right, you squawk in
Ryan's
his
turn.
face, and he cringes and says, "Ah, bad breath." and waves his hand in front of his face. and then he makes a kissy face at you and winks.
Ew.
And Raxlor, it is your turn. Oh, yeah?
I say that. Ew.
He just kind of shrugs. Also, he looks pretty tore up. Like, this is a guy who's seen some shit. And his eyes look kind of crazy. He does not... It's not like a friendly kiss and wink. It's kind of like the kiss and the wink that you get from Biggie, who's been in prison for 10 years over a crime. Like, you framed him for a crime, and he's been in there for 10 years, and then you get caught on some, like, minor thing, but you end up in the same cell as him, and you go in, and he's, like, all, like, super built because he's been, like, just working out for 10 years just waiting for his revenge. Like, and then he winks at you and makes a kissy face. It's like that.
Oh my god.
Hey, James, how you doing? Better than you're about to be.
Please, you would never come up with anything that clever.
Oh, but I'm streaming this, so I guess Raxlor, it's your turn.
1 second.
Okay. Urge to finish Biggie's story rising. Who is the Biggie now?
I move forward and dash, putting the maximum distance between myself and the enemy. And
So swag.
that's it.
Oh, good. And now I get to roll on the chase complication table. No, wait, you get to roll on it. Roll a d20.
I got a 17.
No complication. The chase continues. Zoe, it's your turn.
Yay.
Yay! Take care of my motorcycle!
Yeah, I think for those
Okay,
kind of rolls,
fine.
high is usually good. Like, if you're trying to roll to see if there's a random enemy encounter, I think that's... High rolls are usually no encounter. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Zoe.
No, that's fine. You guys are talking. So I take over driving it, and then I want to target the driver of the other vehicle and launch my Eldritch Blast at him.
Alright, make your attack roll.
There's no, like, disadvantage for me driving or him being in the driver's seat, right? Or is there?
No disadvantage. He does get a +5 AC bonus from having 3/4 cover. But that does not affect your roll. It's actually kind of funny because wereboars and wererats, their AC is like 11. It's like really low. So basically, his armor is the machine, basically. So that puts him at like a 16 instead of a 10.
The same rate of other... Sorry, I just realized you were talking. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, something I noticed recently is that my Bluetooth headphones actually have, like, they add additional lag. So besides the normal couple seconds that we get from doing internet chat, there's also that. So when I interrupt people, sorry, I literally probably have like a 5 or 6 second lag on my end.
No, I interrupted you. It was an accident. I didn't realize you were talking.
Cool. Okay, so make your attack roll. Wait, did you do that already?
17 for the first attack roll.
Oh, hold on, I have to actually double check that. So he's at hold on. Okay, his AC is 11 for being in hybrid form.
No.
And then he gets a +5 from cover, isn't it? Cover. Which is 16. Yeah, but you got 17, right? Awesome. Roll damage. You guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't hear. I was waiting.
Sorry.
It's very possible that I zoned out. Sorry.
Seven-
Let me do damage.
Yeah, roll damage. 17 hits. Yeah, it's actually 16
10
armor
damage.
class for this guy. 10 damage, alright.
Well, that would make sense since you said it would be like
Nice.
+5. All right, now I'm ready for my second attack. That is without Hex, by the way. Now it's time for my second attack roll.
Okay.
Eight.
That misses.
Rip.
It goes spiraling off like a Roman candle gone wrong. But it's a beam. It literally shoots straight. How did it spiral? Okay, that's the end of my turn. I continue to drive the vehicle or whatever I have to say for it to count.
Did you
That I'm
shoot
trying
both
to-
Eldritch Blasts?
That I did.
Oh.
First one I rolled a 17.
Oh, right.
And did-
Right. Okay, I was making sure. I forgot. I zoned out for a second too, and I didn't hear the second one. I was like, wait, you get 2.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I did a bunch of running around tonight on my way home from work, and I am just physically beyond exhausted. I fell in the line at the bank because my legs gave out on me. So
Oh, I'm
I
sorry. That
keep zoning
sucks.
out a lot. It's okay. I'm used to the embarrassment of it. Told the guy next to me that I will forever regret not going to the hospital after my wreck.
Oh,
And he had this
yeah.
look like, damn, he was young. He was like 21, 22, and he was about a foot and a half taller than me. And he did have this look like, oh, damn.
And I dropped out of school in the 5th grade. Don't be like me.
And to think
But that guy hadn't been here for 20 years. All right. Anyways, that's the end of my turn. I'm done.
Great. So that one, the second blast missed. The first one hit him, but you notice that although it hits him, you see him seem like he's resilienting the damage in a sort of way that maybe only werebears can do. Warbears. So warbear and then a werebore. He converts his damage from 10 to 1. It's called relentless. If the werebore takes 14 damage or less, that would reduce. Oh wait, that's only if you're reducing it to 0. Oh well, good thing that I read my shit. It does full damage. If you're gonna reduce it to 0, it's basically a one-shot save from death. If he's about to die, the kill shot he can withstand.
Oh, it's a focus sash.
Gotcha.
Yes. What is that from?
It's Pokemon. It prevents a Pokemon from fainting in one hit. So if you have anything more than 1 HP and you're holding a focus sash, it says it held on or something like that.
Oh
That's
my
not-
god, that
that's not
reminds me. I'm gonna get the new Pokemon game.
That wasn't what I
forgot
was
to
thinking
get
of,
it
but yeah,
yesterday.
same concept.
I'm gonna today.
Oh yeah. Okay. Was that
I
your
actually
turn,
have to
Zoe?
get it not visible, but yeah.
Yes, I am done with my turn. Like I said, I do whatever I have to do to make the motorcycle keep driving.
Yeah.
Because I know that you guys are having to worry about dashes and stuff, and I don't know what stuff I'm supposed to do. I'm just driving it.
Oh no.
Oh, he does get a complication roll though.
Oh no. He does get a complication roll, but remember it uses his action to make the thing drive.
He used the action to make the thing drive, and then also cast Eldritch Blast, which you said we can do.
Okay. Is that how I
Part of
ruled
the
it?
action to drive as part of the action.
Yes.
As part of the
Yes.
action to drive it, you can do one other thing, which goes along with the drive.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
drive
yeah.
And cast a spell.
Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't remember how we resolved that. I just remembered the rule. Okay, complication. Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. You know, there's something else that I haven't... I'm going to go check my notes the next time someone else is talking. Zach, roll a d20. I know I'm forgetting something. Probably not even a bad thing. Probably a good thing.
Good luck. Don't break my motorcycle.
16. Do I add any modifiers?
No modifiers, and 16 is good. You experience no complications from the chase. I should have given you disadvantage since you were like trying to switch drivers and stuff. I'm kidding. No. Okay. Oh crap! It's NPC's turn. Okay, hold on. Let me check my notes and make sure I don't miss something. No. Okay, no, not in the battle. No, we're good. Okay, so it's the harpoon guys. So they're gonna shoot harpoons. That's what they're gonna do. Who are we gonna shoot a harpoon at? Okay, so the one that Scree just stabbed is gonna turn the harpoon point blank in Scree's face, and Scree an eep would be appropriate.
I would like to screech, like like very high pitched, like.
Keep that in mind when you once you destroy that guy and you can take over the harpoon gun, you can turn it on the driver and start shooting him with harpoons.
Ooh. Shoot.
Yes. Well, I think I said that we were going to do that last game because they shot at the Raptor. And we had to decide, can the harpoon guns aim against someone in, like, on the vehicle? Yeah.
We forgot our Raptor! We forgot the Raptor!
Yeah,
Oh, good. Yeah, good job. Okay, so before I make the attack roll, let's do your Raptor, who's technically, this is his turn.
Raptor.
Oh, God. You better have a stat sheet.
Hold on, I'm
It's in the spell summon beast. It's
I'm
not the
getting
actual
it
raptor.
one now.
Oh, it's in
I
Summon
know.
Beast. But still, I will look it up, but you should also look it up because it's your stat sheet.
I am. I'm pulling it up now. I have, like, so many other things pulled up, like, but this is, like, the one thing that I just don't... Okay, hold on.
Chewie is his name, and his armor class is 13,
Yes.
and his HP is 30, and he hasn't taken any damage. I actually have that written down. You should as well.
Okay.
Oh, Scree, are you...
Hmm?
Your beast gets advantage on attack rolls if an ally is within 5 feet of its target. But I think you guys are attacking different creatures because you just barely got to the harpooner, and your raptor was attacking the driver.
The driver.
Right?
He could switch, though.
So you could switch the raptor. He might have to take an opportunity attack, but you could switch him and try and take out the harpooner guy. And the raptor would get advantage against him because you guys are pack tactics.
Say that again? It kind of
So-
like...
The raptor gets an advantage to attack if an ally is within range of their target. But right now, you and the raptor are attacking different targets. Because you and the raptor
Okay.
are both on the machine. So if your raptor keeps attacking the driver, which is the goal, you guys want to stop the driver, but he won't get advantage, but you can move the raptor over and attack the harpooner guy that's about to shoot you in the face.
Okay.
And it would get advantage. But you got to be careful of that because the driver guy would get an opportunity attack to swing at the raptor when it leaves. So you got a couple of choices to make, but it would be better of an offensive move, but it might make the raptor take some damage. So that's up to you.
Well... Okay.
I think it's fine because
I
he's got
think
plenty
it's
of
for the
HP to
best.
soak up.
Yeah, and we need to get the driver guy dead as quickly as possible. That's the goal. So I'll move my raptor from... Or, well, I'll just tell him to come here and help me. So he'll move over to the harpooner guy
There you go.
and take a chomp out on him. Chewie. I love Chewie. Nick? You there? If you're speaking,
I don't hear him.
I don't think
Muted?
we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. I was trying to hit F5 to refresh my window so that I could see the JPEG file that Google was warning me cannot be safely downloaded, but it's a freaking JPEG, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't have malware. And if I hit F5 without holding down the function key, it disables my microphone, but it doesn't mute it. Everything totally looks like you can hear me. It's like a hardware mute on the other side of my microphone. So the mute on my microphone is not activated. It's some other internal mute. Even though it's an external microphone. Anyway, make your attack roll.
Will do.
Oh, and don't tell me the result yet because Raga is going to make an opportunity attack against him. Raga. So Raga Draga is carrying a gigantic hammer, and as your raptor turns and runs toward the harpoon guy that's about to attack you, and Raga misses with his hammer. Swoosh! It swooshes, and a couple of raptor feathers fly up in the air. And now the raptor...
Yeah, feathers!
And the raptor chomps at the were-rat at the harpoon.
With
and
advantage, right?
Make an attack roll with advantage, yes. Make an attack roll with advantage.
Yes. Because my first roll was bad.
Oh, and
that's so
you'll
much
have
better.
sneak attack too on your turn because you're part rogue, aren't you?
Oh, shit.
Me?
Aren't you? Yeah, aren't you multi-class
Yes.
rogue? Cool. So you'll be able to sneak attack on your turn against that.
On
That was
your turn, that's right. Not the raptor.
Yeah, yeah.
I sent
not
a picture of the raptor, by the way.
Hold on.
Rapty boy. Or girl, rapty girl. Gotta have some feathers on the rapty girl.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Nice.
I like when it's high enough or low enough that I don't have to do any math.
Same. Damage.
Okay. And you're rolling that based on the raptor, like you're looking at the raptor stats,
Yes.
right? Okay, good. All right.
Yeah,
You
this
said
is maul attack.
you said 10 damage.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I turned off my music. Turning music back on. Da da na 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 da da na 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 na. Where's my? I'm sorry. I'm looking for a sheet. Oh, okay. Oh no! I just closed it. Oh God, I'm such a bitch. Okay, 1 second. Sorry. 5e tools. Well, anyway, you killed it. But I was just trying to check his abilities, but now it's like really delaying.
Nice. So now on your turn, wait, you killed it? On your turn, you can climb into the harpooner seat and use it to shoot the driver. Yeah. Cha-chunk. Cue the harpoon loading sound. Oh, that's some really cool, like, while he's loading up the sheet. That's some really cool, like, cinematic shit. Like, the raptor jumps on and he's tearing at the driver, and then Scree flies up there, and the harpooner turns the gun to Scree, and Scree's like, no, and then the raptor comes over and mauls the guy, and he falls out, and he goes, ah, and falls to the ground and tumbles around, and then Scree goes, hey, and hops in the harpoon gun and turns it on the driver. That's, like, literally like Mad Max.
That's so Mad Max. And literally...
Yes.
Like dystopian fucking vehicles and dinosaurs. That's the most swaggy things that could ever come to existence. And we're doing it in D&D, so that's awesome.
And the raptor's expression, he's got like this dopey like smile with his tongue hanging out, and there's like blood on his lips, and he looks like a dog that's like just been playing with his favorite chew toy.
Oh.
In fact, he looks at the he looks at the rat as it falls off of the demon grinder, and its lifeless body tumbles across the ground like a rag doll, and it looks and it's like about to jump off the demon grinder just to run after the dead body, but then you like stop it at the last second.
Oh my god.
And you have to wait until your turn until you can jump in the weapon seat.
Okay.
And
well, that's my turn ended.
Okay, and now it is the were-rat's turn. But
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. One
Oh,
more
no, go
time.
ahead.
This is just important. So
Sure.
remember how I said Raptor gives you sneak attack if it's next to an enemy? Probably move the Raptor before it ends its turn next to the enemy you're going to target.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because it killed
Move back
its
to the
target,
driver.
so now it just like sneaks over to the driver and it's like, okay, I'm ready for the next one.
and who do you want it to? Who do you want it to go next to? The driver?
Driver.
Okay. Okay. So the other were-rat on the other side of the machine, the one that's still alive in the other harpoon gun, screams and says, "No, Flinick! How dare they! I'll get revenge for you!" And points the harpoon right at Scree.
Oh.
And you're still getting the harpoon at your face. Rolled it. Ooh, might have hit. And get that bonus.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it's
Oh,
a
no,
plus,
no.
plus 5 to hit. 18.
Oh,
Hold
it
on.
hit.
What's your AC screen?
17.
Did you factor in? Is that your base AC?
That's
I know what you're gonna
my
say.
base AC is 16.
Okay.
And
What's your dexterity modifier and your armor? What's your
Plus-
AC?
17.
Is that including Shield of Faith that you have on you?
Oh my god. Hold on. Why isn't this? Hold on.
So if you didn't write it down, it's +2 to whatever your AC was before. If you're not sure if you wrote it down, just recalculate your AC. It's your dexterity plus whatever armor you're wearing. I'm not sure. I think you have magic armor actually.
Yes, so did
and then plus
magic.
So it sounds like you don't have it calculated. But I don't know your stats.
Oh my god. I don't. Hold on. I'm just gonna quickly write this out.
So I'm just gonna tell you, because I do have it written down, that your normal armor class is 17. I don't know what all that includes. And then
It
plus
includes normal plus magic leather armor.
And probably 4 dexterity, 2 leather armor, and 1 magic bonus.
well, studded leather is 12, and then it's a +1, and then that puts it at 13. And then plus
And then
4
4
dexterity is 17.
Yeah.
And then you also have Shield of Faith, which is a +2 AC.
Shield
And
of Faith.
I did actually have that written down. However, you know, some DMs just know what your AC is and just tell you if it hits. Some DMs ask what your AC is, or they'll say, here's the roll, like, does it hit? And basically, if I ask you for your armor class, then it's your responsibility to remember you have Shield of Faith. Which is why I usually ask you guys, because I like to put that on you. Because even though I will track it, it makes more sense that you're tracking what's on your own character than me tracking what's on every character. Mainly, it's just less bookkeeping for me. So, that puts you at a 19, so a roll of 18. So, the harpoon comes right at your face, and centimeters from your beak,
Oh my god.
it strikes a magical barrier, which deflects it off to the side, and it shoots downward and lands in the dirt, springing like a doorstop as you continue barreling through the plains of Avernus. And then
I get one of those little clutches in my side, and I go, oof, as I'm driving the thing, I'm like, oh, something just hurt. Oh. Hey, right in my face.
right in the face. Oh, and I think that's
like
it.
to
It's just
mock
one.
The guy that tried to shoot me. I'm like, ha ha! You didn't hit me. You didn't hit me. And I'm like shaking tail feathers.
She says, "I'll get you if it's the last thing I do, you freaking bird!"
I'd like to see you try.
And now it's Ragged Draga's turn. Alright, so, but he can't do anything but drive. Although, if he gets out of the driver's seat... I mean...
Oh, would it just keep going if you get out of the driver's seat? You
What
couldn't
it sa-
dash, though, right?
That's what it said. Oh! Ah, you're right. Okay,
Oh
so
my
if he
God.
So, what's the... Yeah, but you're low on dashes, too. Fuck it, I think that's more fun. So he looks back at what's going on, and he snorts out of his boar nose and furrows his brow, and he climbs up out of the fucking seat, and he's walking, and he's got his giant hammer, and he's walking across the moving demon grinder and barreling straight towards you.
God.
But you put your raptor next to him, so the raptor gets an opportunity attack. And he's going to take it, so make an opportunity attack with your raptor. That's the reaction for the raptor.
Yes! Okay. Okay. Let me roll. Raptor, go maul him.
And he's lost his +5 armor class because he's not in the seat anymore. And the seat's now open.
Ah! Oh my god! I know what I'm gonna do next turn!
Did you make the attack roll?
Anyways, I'm making my attack roll.
With the
Sorry,
raptor.
I was just goofing.
Oh, it's okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, get excited because I am. I'm gonna. Oh, wait until you see what I'm gonna do.
Can the raptor pilot the machine?
Opposable thumbs required.
Does it say a creature with opposable thumbs may pilot? Just kidding. Although.
Oh my god.
Those are the questions we should ask the raw group.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna pre-rule no on that, but I'm reading the rules. I don't really see anything that says. It just says the driver. It doesn't say the driver has to have feet or hands or anything.
Or
You
does
could
it
have
have
an-
to have a certain level of intelligence?
Doesn't say. You would think so, but doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
8
You
to
could have an
hit.
octopus. So your Rapti guy, he chomps at Raga as Raga is walking towards you, but he misses. And Raga leans forward and bares his tusks at you, and he charges 15 feet. I can say 15 feet, right? Let me look at my. Yeah, I'm gonna say he can pull off charge. You can fight me if you want, but I think
if he was in the front, the very front top one, right?
yeah.
And Scree is in the harp. Did you climb in the harpoon seat yet? Oh, you haven't.
No,
No, it has to wait for their turn.
Yeah, you can do like.
He could step back 5 feet or something. Like, I mean, he could step back 5 feet if he needed to get the range. All right, so he charges at you using his charge ability, and let's see. Okay, and it hits with its tusks on the same turn. The wereboar makes 2 attacks, only one of which can be with its tusks. I can still hit you with the hammer after I slam you with my tusks.
Oh.
So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I make my attack roll. And this is with my tusks. So he charges at you, and it's going to be a +5 to hit, so 13.
Uh-oh.
He
misses.
He misses you with his tusks. As you're like clinging on the side of the vehicle, and you're like squawk, and you lean over to one side, and he misses you, and then you pull yourself back and you wipe your forehead, and you're like, "Whew, that was a close one." And then you look up and you see his giant maul swinging towards you, and that's a +5 to hit with a 16, so that's going to be 21 to hit.
Ouch. Yeah, that hits.
So you catch that maul right in the face, and it's 2d6 plus 3, and that's going to be a total of 6 bludgeoning damage. That's so good. I rolled a 2 and a 1. 6 damage, yeah.
All this build up, 6 damage.
Yeah. Oh, there was so much potential. The boars, the tusks are 2d6 plus another extra 2d6. So we were talking about a potential of like 66 damage plus a couple of saving throws to be knocked prone or to be cursed with lycanthropy. Yeah, if you got hit with those tusks, you would have to roll to see if you fall off the vehicle, and a separate throw to see if you become a freaking wereboar.
Yeah, that's what fly is for. You just fly and be stuck in midair.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but still, you'd be like getting farther and farther away. But yeah, only 6 damage, so you lucked out, and his turn is over, and now he's standing on top of the machine, which is unpiloted and just barreling, surprisingly in control. I mean, it's going in a straight line still. But he doesn't
But
dash.
It isn't dashing.
Doesn't dash. He
Okay,
can't dash.
So we were 190 feet away. We gained. See, now you have to go back to speed. We
Mm-hmm.
gained our speed plus dash, and he only gained his regular speed. So we actually put like an extra 100 feet between us, right?
Well, okay, so you are. Why can't I? Where's it say movement speed? 100.
I'll tell you what.
100 movement
I'll tell you
speed,
what.
and he has plus 30, but he didn't dash, and he's gaining 30 per round. So you gained like 70.
Well, I gained whatever his dash speed would have been from 160 because we were calculating as if he took a double dash, which would be 160. So it's 160 plus whatever one full dash of his movement is, and that's how far away I am. Because he's basically slammed on the brakes. He skipped an entire dash. So what's one round of his movement?
Well, his movement's the same as yours, and it's 100 feet. But he has a plus 30 foot because of the boost thing that he did. So 70
So we
feet.
have 130 feet further. Because he didn't dash. 130 feet, right? Per turn, per move? Is a dash 260 or 130? Each movement.
He gets God. I don't.
Speed, right?
This is where I kept going back and forth, and this gets really sticky because it comes down to he has a plus 30 bonus. So do you add that both times? Like, do you double it?
Each dash.
And well, then if
Yeah.
so, then he's
A
gaining.
dash doubles your speed.
Then he's gaining 60 feet on you per turn. So let's just say you gain 70 feet.
I thought that's what we had determined. You know what? It doesn't matter because when I see him get out of the thing,
Yeah.
I turn around and move back far enough. If you're saying 70 feet or whatever, then I have plenty of movement to do this. I turn around and move back so that I'm within 110 feet of him.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. I'm just gonna say it in relative terms so that we can say where I am next.
It would be 90 feet. You can get up to 90 feet away. You're on the next turn. You would be 160. You can be up to 90.
I go backwards and then continue forwards or however I need to maneuver that so that next turn when his vehicle moves its normal non-dashing speed, right? Because no one's piloting it.
Yeah.
It will be within 120 feet of my vehicle. Does that make sense? So we don't have to do any math. All we have to do is say if no one's piloting the vehicle next for a whole turn, that next turn it automatically rolls and it's 120 feet on the start of my turn. Next round.
On the start of your turn. Got it.
At the start of my turn next round, if no one's piloted it by then and dashed, it will be 120 feet away.
Yep. And
I
it's
slam on the brakes, reverse back, and then slam forward just so we're keeping the pace going. But
okay.
That's where it's going to be. So.
All right. So you kind of do a little donut thing and peel out and throw up a dust cloud and
It's not
keep
even my turn.
a what?
That I was trying to figure out because we were calculating.
It's all happening at the same time. You dashed.
We were
He didn't.
About how far he moved. We were talking about how far he moved this turn, and I was trying to calculate how far away he was. So on my turn, that's what I will do. So we can continue on, knowing how far away he is right at this moment.
On the
He's
start
very far at the moment.
on the start of your next turn, you will be the 120 feet away that you want.
No, because I already took my dash. I already moved forward, and then he slowed down. So I'm 100.
Well, I mean, but I mean, it's
plus 70.
I mean, you're really kind of moving at the same time. I'll let you put yourself anywhere from 120 to 190.
If you want me to be able to time it so that I'm 120 feet away at the start of this round, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I was gonna say wait another whole round because I've already boosted my speed and I've got to pull it back and turn around. I'll take my action.
Roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier, and let's see how well you can estimate 120 feet. And if you get a 15 or higher, it's your exact. And every one that you're off is 5 feet. 2 to 5. 16. All right, so perfect. And then you rolled, so it mattered. All right, so so yes, you maneuver so that at the beginning of your next turn, which is coming up soon, you will be exactly 120 feet away from him. And before Lulu's turn, which hopefully she does nothing, I'm rolling. I need to make 2 rolls.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Fun
first.
ones. Good luck, guys. You're
First-
on the vehicle now.
First, I'm gonna. Oh, that's right. You guys are on the vehicle. So first, I'm gonna make the roll to see if the engine blows up because the boost thing he's using does not blow up. Yeah, if he rolls a 1 on a d20, then the engine blows up. I can't remember the mechanics, but it's probably pretty cool. All right, and now I'm gonna roll on the complication. Yeah, because I want you guys to have the vehicle. It's only a 5% chance. Okay, and he rolls a 12, which is no complication, just barely. So the chase continues. Now it's Lulu's turn, and she's flying around by the motorcycle. Would you like her to do anything? Technically, Jake can't tell her to do something unless you want to do a retcon thing from before. But technically, Scree or Zoe could shout, "Take the driver's seat," like if they wanted to. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying like. That or attack or whatever.
I told her to go up and blast them with her horn, which she did. And then I told her, I didn't tell her anything after that. I said, go get them, blast them with your horn, get as many as you can. And now she's there, so now you guys get to talk to her and tell her what you want her to do.
And she's kind of looking at you guys, waiting to see if you want to tell her anything.
It's not cat abuse if they're chasing it.
Would it be bad if she, like, trumpeted it? Like, that's the only thing I think she can do right now.
She also has a tusk attack. I don't think the trumpet's necessary, because there's only... Wait, how many guys are there? I thought there was a guy manning the wrecking
Chomper.
ball, too.
And the wrecking ball. There's 4 left alive.
Does that person not an initiative? I only see 3 enemies in initiative.
Oh, shit. Okay, 3 of them are werebores, so they share the same initiative. So they go after Ragadraga. So, it's actually, well, no, it's their turn now, and I forgot them. So, I mean, it's before Lulu goes, so be thinking of what you want to shout at Lulu. Let me see what these guys can do.
As long as there's 3 enemies that she can hit, I think she could blast them with a horn. Even though I don't think we did horn blast damage on them. I don't know what we did in the last session.
She's starting to play a little rough.
Well, this is stupid. So, I mean, the Chomper and the Wrecking Ball can't really do anything since no one's close.
Well, then don't mess with
And I don't even think they have a ranged weapon. Let me see if these guys have... They don't have a ranged weapon. Okay, so I think what I'm going to have to do is the Wrecking Ball guy... I'm not going to have him swinging the Wrecking Ball at you while you're on the vehicle. I think that's going a little too far. I don't know. I could probably justify it, but I'm not going to fuck with that. What I am... Maybe the next time that we have a Demon Grinder. Maybe when you guys are driving the Demon Grinder and you insist on it.
He's too afraid to try it. He's worried that he might damage the vehicle and make Ragadraga mad at him. Whether or not he can is another question.
So the guy driving the Chomper... is going to realize that there's a problem because no one's driving. But Raga is the leader, so he's going to look back at the guy driving, running the Chomper, and say, "Jibs, get in the driver's seat! Chase after those guys!" And he goes, and climbs up and gets in the driver's seat. And... Oh. Technically, he could use his action to dash. Is that gonna piss?
So if he's
gonna piss you off?
No. That's what I was making sure. I didn't know there were extra creatures that we were dealing with. So if that's the case, the chase continues as normal.
Yeah. So what did I have? You were at 120, 160.
This round would be 160 after they dash.
160. Oh yeah. So
yeah,
same chart. I just go back to the same chart. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. So that's actually all they're going to do. Yeah, and I totally, when we were talking about the stuff, I kind of forgot about them. I knew they existed, but I didn't have them on the chart because they're all, yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. So Lulu's turn, and is anyone going to shout at her to do anything? Okay, so she continues flying.
No.
And she sees that Scree is poised to get in the harpoon seat, and that someone else already got in the driver's seat, and she doesn't know if she should be wasting trumpet blast, so she is just gonna hold. Oh, you know what though? She can't. If she dashes, she's actually a little bit slower than the machine, so she's gonna fall behind it slightly. So she's following you guys, but she's going to end up about 30 feet, because she's 120, you guys are 100. Oh, so only 10 feet. So she's losing like 10 feet. So she's flying above the machine, but she is more towards the back of the machine now, and she's going to be 10 feet further away each round. Yes? Do you want her to?
That's probably a good idea, otherwise she's not going to be very useful. She's just going to be dragging behind.
So in her mind, she thinks, what would Rexlor want me to do? And she thinks, I bet he would want me to land on the vehicle so that I don't get too far
I told
behind.
her to go to the vehicle and start killing them. So if she gets there and then is like, oh, my little wings just can't keep up, then that's not following the spirit of the order.
Yeah. She's like, oh, I'm going to fall behind, so she decides to go ahead and land. So she lands right in the middle. All right, and the round ends. We're now on round 5. 160 feet away, it's Shora's turn. Is she doing anything? Is she manning?
She's in the harpoon. Round, but she's not in range until next round, so no.
Correct. Yep. Okay, so she's gonna just.
Oh, I tell her to ready a harpoon.
There you go.
For when they come within range, because on their turn, after I dash and they dash, they're gonna come within range.
Yep.
She'll fire the harpoon, and then she'll get another fire. So I say, hey, it looks like they're almost catching up. Make sure you have one of those harpoons ready for when they get within firing range.
Oh, it's actually off by 10 feet, so she won't next round. 130, and it's the range is 120, and you're at 160, and then it'll be 130.
No, we're 130 now. They just caught up to it. We were 100 and... Oh. I was ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I was skipping. No, yeah, please give me an extra 30 feet of range. We just started the round where we're 160.
Yes.
So, yes, correct. We do still have one round left. But I tell her they might be catching up, so, keep an eye on them.
Yeah. And she still does that. Scree, what you gonna do? You gonna climb in that?
I'm gonna hop. Yes, hop on the freaking harpoon seat. I've been dying to.
All right, where are you?
This?
Round 5. Beginning of round 5.
I've only done something once.
You casted Shatter at the start of the game, and then you casted an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
We've only had
one
round.
I'm sorry. Which round is that? This
Today.
Individual session.
What? 2. We're starting round 2 just now.
Okay. So
sorry.
Wow, okay.
We started on round 4 because we did the first 3 rounds.
Because I'm like, this has been. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I was like, okay, this is taking a really long time. All right, never mind. Ignore me.
Oh, it's only 12 seconds in game. All right, so Scree, who are you pointing the harpoon at?
Oh yeah, you got a choice.
Well, okay, I'm gonna finish off the leader, quote-unquote, guy before I target the driver, because he's more low, and I need to kill everybody as fast as possible, because others can just hop on in to the driver's seat like it's no big deal. So I'm gonna finish what I started.
Okay, so Raga Draga is standing right there next to the seat. And you climb in the seat, and you point blank the harpoon right in his face, and make an attack roll with +7 to hit. Hey, the harpoon flinger of the Tormentor.
Harpoon damage. Is it stronger than Scree's regular attacks?
2d8 + 2.
Oh, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, and sneak attack.
That's good.
Well, yeah, because the raptor's
what?
there.
Yeah, sneak attack. Yeah, I was just making sure its base damage was better than the melee.
Did you take
Yep.
meds?
Sorry.
Sorry, what?
+7 to
Did
hit?
you take your meds?
Yes.
Okay, Miles is gonna take his soon, but I need a few minutes.
12.
Oh, but surprisingly that misses because this guy's got no armor and climbed out of his cover like a jackass. So that hits. Roll damage.
Surprisingly, that hits.
Wow.
Yeah. 2d8 plus
Surprisingly,
2.
that misses.
Oh, surprisingly that hits. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it would be it's surprising if it missed.
So that's 2d8 plus whatever your sneak attack is because the raptor's next to him. So he's about to get a chunky harpoon in his face.
Yeah, so 2d8 plus.
Conky?
Ravine.
Hold on, calculating my damage.
Oh, sorry, it was 2d8 plus what, Nick? Is the modifier?
2d8 plus 2, and then also add your sneak attack bonus, which is I think 3d8, but make sure. No, 1d8, 1d8.
Planar Warrior too.
Oh my god, 1d6. Yeah, you can use Planar Warrior, right?
Oh.
What does Planar Warrior say?
Next time you hit the creature with a weapon attack,
Let me-
with a weapon attack.
Yeah, that's a weapon attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
it'll
ranged
it's,
weapon.
So it's 3d8 plus 1d6, or 3d8 plus 2d6.
What? Where are you getting that extra
What's
d8?
sneak attack? What's sneak attack damage?
Well, 1d6 because she's only a level 1 rogue.
Okay, so 2d8 for the harpoon, 1d8 for planar warrior, 1d6 for sneak attack, plus the 2 flat from the harpoon, right?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
3d8, 1d6, plus 2.
Oh, poor
Got it,
Raga
let me-
Draga.
It's a
Let
lot.
me
Of, it's a lot of
calculate
numbers. I just want to
all
make sure
that.
you got all those dice rolled.
Okay. 21 damage in total.
Shit.
And
God
it's force
damn.
damage if that matters.
Force damage? Oh yeah, because it's Planar Warrior.
Planar warrior.
All right, 21 damage. So that he just takes that harpoon right in his freaking shoulder, just boom, and the harpoon moves like 2 feet, like it barely moves, and you just see it just plow into his shoulder, and blood splatters out the back as the point of the harpoon bursts out the other end. And he looks to the sky and lets out a roar, and he takes his free hand and grabs the harpoon and rips it out of his flesh, and you see blood just oozing down it. But he does not he does not appear bloodied. But
Dang.
that was a lot of damage. Yeah, and I think that is your turn because that was your action using the attack.
Your attack?
Okay.
No, probably not, because it's not the
No.
attack action, right? It's some special action.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's an action from the vehicle or whatever action station. Post it in the raw group. But you do get the raptor can attack as well.
Is that going to be
I
this
saw
season's
Raptor attack.
catchphrase?
Wait, is what going to
Raw
be?
group.
That's the rock group.
Yes.
Is that going
yeah.
to be this season's? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. Ask the raw group.
Okay.
Wow, what season
Give me
would we
just a
be in? This is definitely like a couple
Depends
seasons
on when
in.
it starts. Did it start in 1999 or did it start with this campaign? Is this like a spin-off of a spin-off of the original? I mean, who knows?
Oh, that's true. We're in like season 5 if you're counting the original spin-offs.
Oh,
Yeah.
natural 20.
Ooh!
Wait. Oh,
Sorry, I
crap.
got distracted from what you guys were saying. Like, I was, like, listening, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to roll.
Do you remember what you're rolling?
Raptor attack.
Damn it. Yes, so that means it's a critical hit on Raga Draga, who's just bragging about not taking a lot of damage. So roll damage for the raptor and make sure you double the dice. What I mean is roll twice as many.
Yeah. I know.
So if it's 1d6,
I
roll
love
2d6.
crit. No, it's not a 1d6, it's a 1d8.
Yeah.
Nice.
Plus 6. So
Yeah.
strong.
Plus
Jeez.
6, God.
Love
yeah,
the
so
Raptors.
2d8 plus 6. I guess I want you to kill these guys so we can wrap up this encounter and you guys get the loot and everything, but then I'm also like, no, my guys! my guys are all dying. I'm losing!
We also get a new vehicle.
Yeah.
A bigger
And,
vehicle.
unless it has a mishap and
Okay.
blows up. Damage.
12 damage.
All right.
12 damage.
Hey, guess what? He's bloodied.
Oh. Oh my god.
And Raxlor, it's your turn.
So I started to I see that he gets out of the thing because I'm watching him in my rearview mirror, and I see that Scree's doing this thing, and they're tussling. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna slow down and turn this baby around and help him. And as I start doing that, I see the little guy hop out and run over and climb in it, and the engine revs and goes rrr, and I'm like, ah, shit, okay, floor it, and I step on the gas again, and I move, and we're like 200 something feet away, and then at the end of their turn, they'll be 130. I don't use my action for anything else, but this time I tell Shora, I say, they're about to get close to us, now do your thing. And I end my turn, and I need to roll a mishap,
Yes.
and the chances of this one being of success are very low, so let's see.
Yeah, it's
okay.
it's a 50-50 basically, and you guys have succeeded every time. So that's like getting heads every roll.
Question. Is it any modifier, or is it just a d20 on a table, right?
Yep, straight D20.
So if it's a 1 to 20, there's technically 20 results. Hypothetically, would a 1 be the worst possible result on the table?
No, it's funny because actually it seems like a 10 is the worst, which you guys got already, and that's where you fly through the air, because if you don't get your save, then you end up upside down and the chase immediately ends. What? Did
Out
you
of
get a
curiosity,
1?
What is a 1? I got a 1.
Well, 1 and...
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, then hold on, I need to do a little bit of research.
God.
Let me see.
Oh, no.
Not a lot of research. It's just that I can't tell you what happens.
Only a 5% chance. It can't be
God
that
damn
bad.
it! God damn it! Oh, God damn it!
I mean, I got a 12. Continue on.
Oh my
Success.
God!
Oh,
This is
SpaghettiOs.
why I like DMing, because I can just lie about the roll, and it just, if I get a result and I'm like, oh, that's not fun, I'll be like, eh.
Oh my God! It's just okay. So as you're driving, you look over and you see a little horned demon dude. Not little, actually. It's what size is it? It's a medium size, so it's like human size, and it has long curved goat horns, a big bushy beard. It looks like it's a human wearing a loincloth, but its skin is gray and sickly with bulging red veins, and it has a long spiky tail. And it's like hopping along almost like a goat bounding, and it's got white eyes and sores on its face and a long drooling snout, and there's like flies buzzing around it. And it hops towards you and swipes at your vehicle as you go blasting by it. And that's all that happens. So it's actually kind of the best. But let me read you what it actually says, because this book is such a dick. So here's what it says for a 1 or a 2. You drive past a creature native to Avernus, and it chases after you. The DM chooses the creature. That's it. No table, no nothing. It could be Tiamat. You know? It could be a Lemur. There's literally nothing here. It's just like, oh, something starts chasing you. And what I didn't do in advance is come up with a really fun thing that could chase you, because I need to take like movement speed, because if I go, oh haha, it's a bone devil, but then they can fly at 130 and now it's attacking you, so I don't know. So that's what happens. I would say that's pretty good.
Okay, so I'm gonna paste a meme real quick.
Okay.
Actually, just a picture. Sure, we've all seen this before. This is the not my fucking job picture. Whoever was writing that part of the module just got this award.
They're like, a monster attacks you.
And it chases you. Rawr!
Oh, that's funny. Oh, but I have to go through steps so that I can save it so that you guys can see it on the stream later. Oh, and your raptor cycle. Now I gotta save that one too. Save image. Raptor cycle.
Raptor cycle.
Draga. Okay, raptor cycle. And not my job. Okay. Yeah, actually, you know what else is really bad? The fire tornado that Willow got before, that's a 3. If you don't successfully make your 15 DC dex save, then you get enveloped by the fire tornado, and if you succeed your saving throw, you take half of 99 damage.
God.
Yeah. Taking 99 damage
The worst.
or half on a successful save. Yeah.
Down.
Rounded down. Yeah, not too bad. Zoe, it's your turn.
I want to fire my hex blade at the new driver.
Okay, so as you're piloting your motorcycle, you use what spell?
Eldritch Blast. I don't know what I said the first time. Sorry.
You said fire your hex blade, and that's another kind of warlock. But I don't know enough about warlocks to dispute it.
Well, that should tell you how exhausted I am. All right.
No problem.
I'm like, I'm over here. I want to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Oh wait, no, that's one I already have. I want to cast Liamon's Tiny Hut. No, Zach.
Okay, are you aiming at the driver who is now... are you aiming at the new driver or at the old driver who's now swinging his hammer at Willow, at Scree?
Oh, well, in that case, I will aim for the old driver.
Okay, so you aim your harpoon or your Eldritch Blast at Raga Draga, make an attack roll.
20 after bonuses.
Raga Draga. That hits. Roll damage. Oh, damage on your harpoon is 2d8 plus 2. Wait, no, God, you're using Eldritch Blast. I'm so sorry. I'm getting confused of where everyone is. This is why I tell everyone to track their own stuff, because if I tracked it, oh lord, you would not want that. Items would just
like
float around.
Have maybe come up with an idea. You should start a web series where you go to like old people's homes and go to like the ones that are really far gone dementia and force them to play D&D and record it.
Force them to.
Okay, sorry. Let me calculate damage. And I've been interrupting a lot tonight, guys. I am really sorry.
No, you're good. Actually, I think we've all been doing better at interrupting.
8 damage.
What was your attack roll?
20.
Oh, that's right. Damn it. 8 damage.
Second Eldritch Blast.
All right. Yep, he's still standing.
Yeah. Why are the other ones so?
Oh, 14.
14 hits because his armor class sucks. Roll damage.
Because I didn't want to ruin the cleanest time.
Are you sure? Did you add in the extra 5 damage
He's
from?
not in cover anymore because he came out of the.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, it's okay. I forgot about. Remember how I said there's something I'm trying to remember and I can't remember what it is. I just remembered.
And I'll be there in a minute.
Yep.
Get your stuff
10
on the
damage.
table.
10 damage. All right, he's still kicking, but he's looking forward to his turn because he just remembered something.
Then I drive my cycle and continue to keep up.
Yes. Okay. You're keeping about 60 feet range.
Yeah, end of my turn.
Okay. All right. Flinick is dead, but the other were-rat aims his harpoon at... I think he's gonna have to shoot Scree again. Well, he could shoot at the rafter. I don't know. I mean, Scree's the one that actually... Wait, do you guys... Who was it that did the killing blow on her friend? Was it the raptor or was it Scree? Yeah, I think maybe she should attack the raptor. What's the raptor's hit points? Oh, I'm tracking that.
Raptor also just critted Ragged Dragon.
Yeah. Hey, maybe she'll kill it. Okay, so she's gonna actually tilt her harpoon slightly and fire it at Chewie. Swoop! The harpoon flies through the air. +5, and that's a 16, which hits Chewie's armor class of 13. So now I'm rolling damage, which is 2d8, no bonus. And that is 10 damage. Not on the Demon Grinder, because the Demon Grinder has 0 dex.
Oh.
Yeah, it uses the vehicle stats. It's pretty cool. So 10 damage, and he's at 30, so now he's at 20 hit points. So, whoop, and the harpoon just sticks in Chewie's tail, and Chewie lets out a yipe, just like a puppy dog. Yipe, yipe! Okay, and then the rat spits at you and says, I'll keep you alive so you can watch me eat your friend there. Pointing at the raptor.
Okay.
And now it's Ragadraga's turn. And Ragadraga glares at Scree and then looks over and then also glares over at Zoe. And then a smile comes across his face. And then he reaches up to a necklace he's wearing. Let me just go ahead and Let me just go ahead and look up this.
Oh no, my motorcycle's slowing down.
Okay,
Fireball's
1 second.
a 20-foot radius, so Zoe shouldn't be in range. But if he threw it right directly between them... No, I don't think 60 feet away.
Yeah, I was staying right at about 60 feet away.
Yeah, if you thought right between 60 feet, it'd be 30 in each direction, which isn't big enough for a fireball. It has to be 20, so he could only hit... He could hit Scree the Raptor and Lulu, probably, and everyone on the thing. Assuming it's a necklace of fireballs. I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Sorry. It's not a necklace. Sorry.
Huh?
1 sec.
How am I supposed to metagame if you don't use the right jewelry terminology?
Okay, so it's actually... here's terminology. It's some sort of a diadem sitting atop his head.
I'm all looking at you, Jake, because I have no idea.
I mean, you're about to find out whatever it is. I just remember that there is something called a diadem in the Dungeon Master's Guide, and it ain't good.
I'm using
one of those where you go, oh, that sounds really cool.
I'm using a synonym so that you can't metagame it.
Oh, well, now I know it's not a diadem.
Okay, so he touches the circlet of blasting, and 3 rays of fire come hurling out of the circlet. 2 of them towards Zoe, and 1 at Scree. The first ray misses Zoe and blasts into the ground next to her, but the next one hits. I believe I roll separate damage for each ray. Is that right? Is that what you remember?
Because it's like Eldritch Blast. It's not an AoE.
Okay, so Zoe, you take 7 fire damage. And Scree, a ray of fire blasts you as well, and you take... Fuck. No, you don't!
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. Wait.
Shield
No,
of
it missed you all. It
Shield
missed you
of
all.
faith.
No, it missed you
Oh,
all.
my
Oh, no. Shit. Fucking bonuses.
And cover.
Cover from the driver's seat. Zoe has a +2. I rolled 16.
Oh yeah.
So there's no way that hits Zoe. And then Scree
My
gets a
armor is 18
+2.
anyways.
Oh, really? 18? Wow.
Yeah, major and bracers of defense +2.
Yeah, that makes. So what's your final AC?
Cover, that would put me at 20.
Okay. Recalculate and tell me your exact armor class.
18 mage armor plus.
No. Your final armor class. I got a 21.
Okay. How much do I get from cover?
Plus
Partial cover of the driver's seat.
2. Plus 2.
Then 20.
Oh, it still hits you. Scree, does a 21 hit you? No, because you are in the driver's. You have +2 from the harpoon flinger. So what's your final armor class, Scree?
19.
That's including the +2 from cover and the +2 from Shield of Faith?
Wait, no, it would be 21 then.
Okay, you each take 7 damage still. I got exactly 21. That is why it's important to remember every bonus, because it's like a +1 or +2, but like you stack those up, and yeah, I hit you guys exactly. I needed a 16 or higher to hit.
21 on both rolls.
Yeah, I got 16, then an 8, and then a 16. The 16 is
Oh,
plus
man.
How
5.
much damage do I take?
7 fire damage.
Thanks.
And so you take 7
So you
fire
hit
damage
exactly
as well.
their AC on both attacks, and their
Yep.
AC is identical. That's hilarious.
Be
Yep,
right back real quick. Sorry.
no problem. Zach, did you write down the 7 damage?
Yep, I'm at 62 HP.
All right. So next,
I will say
Yeah?
this. I will say this real quick because I'm a fair and balanced rules lawyer who is not. I will not have it said that I only say rules and remind things that are in my favor. I will
Okay.
also do them to the detriment of my own party. Summon Beast is a concentration spell, so Screen needs to make a DC 10 concentration. save.
yes. Have we been forgetting those?
Yeah, probably. I don't know how much damage Scree's been taking since
Well,
the battle started.
I forgot, so we're doing this one. But we're not.
I
I'm
remembered
not.
and I was like, wait, have they taken any damage? And I'll just remember it for next time.
God, yeah, I always forget concentration as a player or as
Rexor is
a.
concentrating. Actually, Zoe is too. Zoe's concentrating on fly. Zoe, make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah. Make it.
Concentration sucks. I hate it.
Yeah, but if you never track it, then it makes concentration spells so overpowered.
Yeah.
It's Constitution, you said?
It's a
Concentration.
Constitution saving
Oh,
throw.
yeah, sorry.
DC is 10, but yes.
Yeah,
you
sorry.
do get to add whatever your modifiers are.
And it was a D10 I rolled, right?
The DC is 10. The difficulty is 10. So you roll a
Whoops.
D20
And
but
add
you
your
have to get at least a
Constitution.
10.
That tells you how out of it I am. I rolled a D10 like an idiot.
That's okay. Well, obviously, none of us know how concentration works after 22 years.
Okay, well, I had a better roll with my D10. Can I take that?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I'm just playing around. It still wouldn't have passed. The
That's why I said
with
yes.
the D10.
What's your
the D10 was a
Constitution
6,
modifier,
so
though?
+3. So the
Nope.
6 I got from the D10 still wouldn't have been enough, and I just rolled a 4 with the D20. So, my next attack roll should be good and high.
So that's okay, though. It just means that Fly has worn off of you and Scree. You are on a motorcycle. They are in a driver's in a seat. So neither one of you are in the air. So that's good. Or off a vehicle. So so you guys are good. But just remember, you no longer have Fly. In fact, update your notes. Oh
I'm
man,
marking
that's
it,
great.
yeah, on my sheet.
So when Scree comes back, it's gonna be like, oh, you lost Fly, and make a Constitution check to see if your raptor disappears.
But don't tell her about the fly one until she's flying to do something, and then go, oh yeah, Constitution say you lost fly, but, and then crash in front of the vehicle, rolls under the tire.
You don't have, just a random question, you don't happen to have any feats on Zoe, do you? Like level 4 feat?
Let me look, but also I just saw on my notes somewhere, it just says Special Greatsword of the Hero. I have no idea what that's about.
It's a magic item you guys got.
That's a magic weapon we got a while ago. No one can use it right now.
Right now.
I have no feet. Makes walking a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever picked one at level 4, or if you just took an ability score increase, which that's probably what you did based on your stats.
Yeah,
Raxor have so much stats, I don't even know.
We made these characters at level 5, and then you guys played a long time before I leveled you to 6. So anything that you did would have been, in 2018 or whatever.
I just don't remember whether, because I know feats are more complication. Also, we're waiting because we have to see the result of what happens when Scree comes back. Scree,
yeah.
Are you back yet? Okay. Invocations. Warlocks just have so much stuff you have to pick. So you got invocations, you got spells, you've got abilities and all this stuff. I think when we got to the feat, I think we just decided to give him an ability score increase. I just don't know what ended up happening with that. Mainly I was checking because Warcaster gives you advantage on concentration saves.
Oh, yeah.
That's a common caster feat to take. That was one I would have recommended. But I don't see it written down anywhere, so... Well, actually, conveniently, for some reason, he pasted in a snippet of his calculation for his stats. And I don't think he's taken a feat or ability score increase. We need to talk about that after the game, because he doesn't have Warcaster, but maybe it's when he should consider taking in the future. I don't think he has a feat chosen for level 4.
Go check his, remake his character with the stats and see what you get.
Yeah.
But that all would have been done in advance, but you created him. So either you gave him ability score increase, or you forgot to write down Warcaster. So it wouldn't be bad to double check that.
Yeah, either way, he doesn't have it now because it's not on the sheet, but if he's entitled to a feat, then he should probably have one, because it's...
Well, yeah, he should definitely have one of them. Okay, well, we're really only waiting for Scree for their turn and for the Constitution check. So I'll just go through the NPCs. So next is Lulu, and she's remaining on the vehicle. I guess not doing anything. Now we go to...
Scree shouts at Lulu. Lulu! Fly just wore off! Blast him! We need to get him dead! Hit as many as you can!
I don't know if they'd say that.
I shout at them.
How far? I need to go Google 5E listening distance.
I told Lulu to go up there and attack the things, not go up there and sit and twiddle her goddamn thumbs.
Let's see.
I will disown her if she doesn't attack for a second turn in a row.
Normal hearing is 70 feet. A very loud noise is 2d6 times 50. Okay, the minimum that a very loud noise can be heard is 100 feet away.
No. What I'm saying is I told Lulu...
I know.
To go up there and attack the driver.
I'm kind of killing time until Scree comes back. But also, I really don't want to kill Draga.
Kill time figuring out how many targets Lulu can hit with her horn.
Oh, welcome back.
I'm back.
Okay,
what's up?
The last time that... we decided last time that their cone could hit basically everyone. but that was when they were flying behind the vehicle. Now Lulu is on the vehicle, but she can hit everyone but the
She could fly up. She could fly up, reposition, shoot, and then fly back on and land, as long as she's landed on the vehicle at the end of the turn.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just hit everyone. It's only the wrecking ball guy anyway. He hasn't even taken any damage.
And she has to use the sparkly one anyway because there's allies in range, so it's not worth trying to finagle and not hit allies. Just use the safe one and hit as many as she can. So it'd be Raga Draga, and then the three, the harpooner and the two guys, if she can.
Yep. And so that's going to be Trumpet of Sparkles. So it's a DC 14 con save. Evil creatures have disadvantage.
That's a lot of dice.
Think. Let me see. Evil.
That's up to a DM to determine whether they're evil.
They both are. They both are. I mean, creature type is evil.
Yeah.
Okay, so
while you roll those and determine the damage and stuff, let me go ahead and be the one to break the news to Scree.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So when you're concentrating on a spell and you take damage, you have to make a save to see if that spell continues. Do you know what two spells happen to be concentration? Fly and Summon Beast. They are both concentration. So when you guys took 7 damage each, the DC is either 10 or the damage you took, whichever's higher. So it's only 10. Zoe totally borked her roll. You don't have fly anymore, and neither does Zoe.
Oh no.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw for concentration or make the raptor go poof. So it's your D20 plus Constitution saving throw on your sheet. And you have to make at least a 10.
I got a 14, so...
Okay. Raptor stays, you're good, and you don't have to roll it again until you take damage. But Fly would have probably been the better one to have, but, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Oh, you keep the raptor?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, Alright, Lulu flies up and points her trumpet down, targeting every single enemy at once, and screams, Deus Ex Machina! And they all fucking die. No, but the rat does die. So the were-rat screeches and tumbles off of the machine, and their body is left behind. And all 3 of the were-boars take damage, but it looks like Raga Draga has he's covering his ears, and it seems like he was able to resist the full damage. But the other 2 guys,
he has the 1 HP left from his ability.
No, he succeeded. He succeeded his con save.
Oh, his con save. Okay.
And also, it reduces the damage to 1 hit point, not his hit points. So he could have. Yes, but it's only 14 or lower. So it basically, if he's at 14 hit points, then it leaves him at 14 hit points, kind of. Okay, and Scree succeeded their saving throw, right? Their concentration saving. Awesome.
Yes.
Raptor's turn, right?
No, Scree went way earlier.
Oh, Scree's turn. Okay, Scree.
Scree taking it.
Yeah. Now, Scree, it is your turn.
Well,
no?
Real quick, I think we might have missed this part. Did the driver dash and get within 100, or was that... No, that was last round. But Shore will ready at this turn. So Shore's turn, she readies an action to fire when the thing gets in close range.
Yeah, you're... Okay, so...
Right?
Good. Yeah, good point. Good point. You are... So at the beginning of round 6, you are 130 feet away, and Shore readies her harpoon to fire at the driver.
I tell her to fire at whoever is piloting the vehicle at the time when they come in range. Because that's easy.
Yep.
Like, if there's no one piloting it, then she can just shoot at whoever, but... the first creature to come in range, priority to the driver of the vehicle.
Yep. Okay, and I'll let her do that this round after Raga goes. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Did I...
Because it...
Yeah? No? Okay. Never mind.
Raga's turn is the end of the boar's turn. The driver.
Yeah. Okay, Yeah, let's proceed. Scray, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna attack Raga, and so will my raptor.
Okay, so you're going to... You're gonna, point the heart... sorry, first what? Go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, so you said you're gonna attack him, so, I'm assuming you use the harpoon gun?
Yes.
Alright, make your attack roll. And that's plus...
That's +7, right?
Yes.
17.
Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
Yeah. And what is the harpoon's damage again?
2d8 plus 2.
Awesome.
Plus your sneak attack, plus your plain warrior.
Yeah. Holy
This
crap.
is so fun to say.
Just let me just give me a moment.
If you don't kill him on his next turn, he's going to do that grapple thing we talked about, but to Scree. And he's going to try to throw Scree. And then you guys will keep driving, and then it'll be Scree versus him 1v1 in the middle of the desert.
the robot chicken.
Oh my god.
Or the Family Guy chicken.
Yeah!
My...
You got your damage result?
Almost. 17 damage.
Alright, 17 damage.
And Raptor!
Alright, make your attack roll.
He's gonna maul. He's gonna chew his face off. Go, Chewy. $19 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Awesome.
After Scree says the damage.
Oh,
I have a
max
question
damage.
for my turn. Oh, jeez. What?
Max damage. That will be 12 damage.
12 damage. Alright. So...
Max damage?
I think so. Wait, let me check one more time.
You rolled 3 8s, a 6.
No, that was 17. Now they're rolling for raptor damage.
Raptor, oh god.
Yes.
It scared me. Sorry.
Yeah, so the harpoon just plunges right into his guts, like just center of mass, and it's sticking out the other side a little bit. And he looks down at it, and blood just is oozing down his snout. And he doesn't even try to pull it out. Instead, he looks at you, and both of his eyes are just totally bloodshot, and he's just coming at you in a rage. Your raptor comes up and chomps him right on the back of the neck, and you see the life drain from his face. But at the same time, you see this intense, relentless rage welling up from within.
Uh-oh.
And for a moment, the life springs back to his eyes, and now he's more angry at you than ever.
Uh-oh.
And he also looks so incredibly hurt. He's almost like a walking corpse.
Oh, Jesus.
And Raxlor, it's your turn.
Yeah, so he's got at least 13 HP left. Quick question. I'm really hesitant to say it because it's not in the initiative, and I think we might have forgotten about it. But is there still a Bone Devil chasing us? Is that enter
Bone
the
Devil.
initiative? Or
Oh, did I
attack
say
first?
Bone Devil first? It's not a Bone Devil. It's something else. And no, you left it behind a while ago. It's way off in the
So
distance.
It popped up, went rah, hit us once, and then we zoomed past it. We
Oh, it
didn't
didn't.
worry
It
about more.
did. It didn't even hit you. It just popped up and started. It's basically like you drove past it and it chased you,
Okay.
but it's way off in the distance, and it looks like it's still coming at you, but it's gonna be gone soon.
Okay.
It's only got a
Sure, that wasn't
40.
another combatant.
No, I mean it could be. It's 40 movement speed, and you're like 150 feet away. I mean, if you stopped right here, it would catch up to you in 2 rounds, I guess. It could be.
Okay, well, if that's not a factor, then I'm going to continue concentrating on Shield of Faith. That seems to be doing a good job so far.
Yeah.
What's the range on Guiding Bolt? Can I reach him? I don't think I have any far range spells. I think they're all short.
120 is
120 feet. So how close are we? We're within 120, right? Next
130
turn, right?
next turn. Yeah, one more turn.
Can I use my action to dash and also ready a spell, or is that a no? I mean to drive the machine. And also ready a spell as part of that action, and then hold it and shoot it.
No, but you could not dash and then ready your action so that when it comes in range you hit it, but it's going to be coming like really close.
Nah, I can do that next turn if God. But
Yeah.
Ragus,
You just want the kill shot. Your team is there fighting. They're fine. They can handle it.
He's 130. He's 130, right?
Yes.
So could I? How does speed work? Can I? You don't have to build up speed. Could I back up 10 feet, fire at him, and then drive forward?
Well, I mean, we pretty much established that if you wanted to, you don't have to dash your full speed. So instead of you're at 130 now. Next round.
No. I want to fire at him this turn. I want to move back 10 feet, so I'm in range. Fire at him, and then move forward. So I'm losing 20 feet of distance, but that's negligible.
Okay, I'll tell you what you can do. You can either stay at 130, or you can drop back to 120, and then you get to hit him. But then next turn will be 90, and then it'll subtract from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm only dropping back 10 feet so I can fire at him this turn, but then I keep going forward. I'm not like regaining my speed. I'm not going back to what I was. I'm losing some feet, but I drop back just enough. Like I'm right in range of him, and I pop the brake just for a second, fire at him, and then blast forward.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll just now reach you at round 10 instead of 11 or whatever.
Okay, and I think combat's gonna be over by then. I just don't want Raga to knock Scree off the thing.
Oh, that's right. I haven't been counting your dashes. Let me see. We started at 4, and then you dash. This is your last dash. No, wait. Did you skip? Yeah. Did you skip a dash?
No, I've been dashing the whole time. I almost did. We talked about it, but I never did.
Okay, so you are out of dashes
my last dash before
after
I make
this.
saves.
Yep.
So I pop the brakes and stop just close enough to aim a let's say a 3rd level guiding bolt at Raga.
All right, make your attack
I need
roll.
to make an attack roll. And
He says, "Hey, wait, guys, can I take a short rest to recharge my relentless feature?"
oh, he's not gonna even gonna be able to use that. So
Yeah, it has to be less than 14 damage for him to mitigate.
yeah, that's not gonna happen. So we're gonna roll the d20 from a 1 to a 3. Okay, so I rolled a 3. My modifier on the 3 is +7, so that's 10, right? Not quite enough to hit him. It's off by like 1 point, right?
Yep.
I use Channel Divinity Guided Strike to gain a +10 bonus to that roll, so 23 to hit.
All right, that hits. Roll damage.
All right, let me roll some d6. It's going to be, believe it's 6d6 radiant damage. Pull up this roller. 6. Total of 19 radiant damage.
All right. So you, what do you say as you blast him with the radiant, the guided bolt?
I shout at him because it's not audible after 7.
And he turns his head and he goes, "What did you say?" And then a bolt of light just blasts him in the face. Kaboom!
I will also say, since I dropped back to 120 feet, Shore is in range of the driver, so I blast him off, and he pulls. Does he fall off? Does he fall off of the thing, or does he land on the vehicle?
No, he wasn't like holding on to it. He was like standing there. So I would say that he falls. He's kind of like he falls like on the harpoon. Like he's not preventing it from moving, but he's like his fucked up burned face is like inches away from Scree, and Scree's like, "Wah!"
His body's still on the vehicle, moving with it though. I don't want to have to turn around and go back and get him off the ground to take.
I would have made you if I could figure out a way, but nah, I guess he's on the vehicle.
Okay, so he's dead, and then I say, "Go!" Like before I pop the brakes, I'm like, "Sure, are you ready? I'm gonna do it." And she's like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "I'm about to slam on the brakes. We're gonna turn and blast. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1." And I turn around and blast him. It hits him, and she fires the harpoon on the driver. So,
make her attack roll. No, make an attack roll.
Rolls.
+7.
Roll the d6s.
It's +7 to hit and 2d8 +2 piercing.
+7 to hit. I don't think that's gonna hit. It's a 6 + 7. So plus the cover is not gonna hit.
Yep, because the cover it misses. So she fires the harpoon. So you guys have 7 harpoons left, and it flies.
Hold on. Let me look something up real quick, because this is going to be funny.
Sigh.
Not just funny; it's like actually valuable in the game.
No, yeah.
I just think it's funny that I can do it. So at 6th level, when a creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack, okay. Channel Divinity Guided Strike. You can use your Channel Divinity to strike with supernatural accuracy. When you make an attack roll, you can use your Channel Divinity to gain a +10 bonus to the roll. Right?
Yes.
At 6th level, when a creature within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, you can use your reaction to grant that creature a +10 bonus to the roll using your Channel Divinity. The thing is, using it on myself doesn't take any extra action. Using it on them takes a reaction. So I'd use it on myself to grant +10, and as my reaction, I use it on her to grant +10. So I believe that will hit.
What's the rule about you can't cast more than one spell? Huh?
Not a spell. It's a
oh, you're right. Channel Divinity, not a spell. Okay, yeah.
And using it on myself, I can use it on myself as many times as I want. Using it on an ally is a reaction, but I still have my reaction. So I consume a second Channel Divinity to boost her attack. She fires the bolt, and I'm like, nope. And I bend my arm and curve it back towards the vehicle as it plunges into the driver's seat. What was the damage you said? It's 2d8 +2?
Yeah, and did you remember to roll her attack with advantage because of the guided bolt?
I guess that's a question of which one hit first. Which one would you say hit first?
Well, you got advantage. So the first shot missed, but did you forget to roll with advantage because of guided bolt?
I did not roll with advantage, but I actually didn't determine which one went first. So yes, if you were saying that my guided bolt hit, no, different target. I hit Ragged Draga. She's hitting the driver.
Oh yeah, you're right. Duh. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good call.
So okay, you use your second Channel Divinity. Is that your last one for the day?
It's a short rest, but yeah, it's the last one.
Okay, last one until you rest. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's yeah, because you did. What did it end up being? +10 or something.
22.
It's yeah, that hits. Okay, so what's the damage?
Damage is total of 12 if it's +2 modifier.
All right, 12. This guy is bloodied.
All right, and then I step on the gas and gun it forward.
All right, now roll on the complication table. D20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. Okay. All right. Uneven ground threatens to slow your vehicle's progress. The vehicle must make a DC 10 dexterity check to navigate the area. On a failed check, the ground counts as 60 feet of difficult terrain. Ooh. So roll a dexterity check, and you have a +2. Yeah, so it's a +2 dexterity.
All right, that is going to be a 19.
19. So the ground shudders underneath you as you're going over rocks and cobblestone and many drop-offs, and but you hang onto the wheel, and Shora puts one of her hands on top of her head to keep her helmet on her head from flying off, and she says something to you, but it's too jittery for you to be able to understand, and you retain control of your vehicle. And Zoe, it is your turn on the motorcycle.
Oh crap, I forgot we were playing. I'm kidding. Is the original driver still alive? He's dead, right?
There's a new driver in the seat. The original driver is dead.
That's what I thought. Okay, I want to Eldritch Blast the new driver.
Alright, make your attack roll. Alright, 10 misses. So your Eldritch Bolt blasts through the air and streaks over the head of the driver.
Attack
and you can...
2.
Yep.
$11.
Also misses.
Yep. And then I continue to drive my, whatchamacallit. And then I have to do the D20 thing.
Yeah, and actually, your dashes must be out too. Hold on, let me see. You have one.
I have no idea, but probably.
You have one fewer dash than the Tormentor, so your dash is actually running out. So you're about to drop behind the chase unless you want to make a Constitution saving throw. I guess that's what you want to do. Make a Constitution saving throw this turn, and to attempt to dash.
So it's up to you. The fight, I think, is almost over, and you don't have fly anymore, so you don't necessarily have to, but you get a couple of chances before. Well, let me ask you real quick. I never ended up asking this. What is the penalty for how do you recover from exhaustion on a vehicle?
Give it another soul coin.
Probably.
Oh no.
A creature can spend 1 hour or more, because all of this stuff is like that, right? But I'm just going to read you from the book. So it's DM discretion, but there's some mechanics. 1 hour to or more to try to reduce the vehicle's exhaustion level. The vehicle must be stationary. The creature must have spare parts. After 1 hour of repair work, you make an intelligence check with a proficiency check if you're proficient with the tools. If the check succeeds, you decrease the exhaustion by 1. Otherwise you don't, and you can't use the same parts again. So it's basically that's why Shora is a mechanic. So she's proficient with her tools, and she's like your repair person on the road. But you do need spare parts. So technically, you would either need to be at a location or scavenge them. So you'd have exhaustion. You have a disadvantage on ability checks, but that's the only penalty you've gotten so far. But you'd need to find like you find like a wrecked vehicle and scavenge some parts, and then that gives you one shot to remove exhaustion.
Okay, so based on that information, use your judgment. If you dash, you stay in the chase for one more round at least, but you have a 50% chance of getting exhaustion, and then we have to go through that to repair the bike. So it's up to you whether you want to say, you know what, you guys have it from here. I'm going to drop off and slow down a little bit and wait for you guys to finish it. Or if you want to blast forward and stay in the fight, I'm not encouraging you to leave the fight. I'm just saying those are use your character's judgment to watch the situation and determine whether, like, your bike starts rattling, it starts hitting rocks and stuff, and you're like, oh man, I can make it. And then you see us fighting on there and corpses falling off, and then your character decides what to do with that.
And I'm like, a soul coin here, soul coin there. So I'm grabbing the bodies. I'll let it slow down. I don't feel like repairing it.
Okay, so at the end of this round, or specifically when the driver of the enemy makes their turn, then they'll pull away from you by like 100 feet, by a pretty good distance. So you'll be behind them. You're still following them. You still have fuel, but you basically have to wait until they stop to continue. All right. Okay, it's Raga Draga's turn, and he's dead. But we do still have the two other werebores. One of them is driving, and they're going to continue. Well, God, I mean, there's not very many. Let's see. One of them's on the wrecking ball, and they're getting pretty close.
They don't really got much left to do. I mean, they can keep driving it, and then they're about to get their head chopped in half.
Oh, so he didn't roll on the complications. So he roll a d20.
Oh yeah, she was about to, and then does she still have to? Is she dropping from the chase? I'm guessing so.
Yeah, but this would be yes, because you're still in a chase even if you're not dashing.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 16.
Damn it. I mean, yay, no complications. I would probably say...
Okay, James. Sorry you're not killing us easily.
Yeah. No, since he's so far away now, I would probably say that he doesn't have to continue to roll complications, because basically he just has to wait to catch up. Okay, now it's Raga Draga's turn. Raga is dead. One of the guys is at the wrecking ball, and the other one is driving. Let's see. And Scree's in the seats. And Lulu has landed on the vehicle. And the Raptor is still there. So, the driver does not want to, get out of the seat. And because they're getting so close, he actually sees, like, a possibility to get to you guys. So he's going to shout back to the one at the wrecking ball. He's gonna say, "Uzi Wog, throw this chicken out of the harpoon gun and fire on our quarry." And Uzi Wog goes snuff 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 and climbs out of the seat and 15-foot charges at Scree, but doesn't do his charge attack. Wait. How does that multi-attack work? Can I attack? Let me see. Multi-attack. The werebore makes 2 attacks. I can, right? I can charge and try to hit her with my tusks, and then do a grapple attack. Correct?
Is it werebore? Let me just look at the stat block real quick.
Yeah, sure. Werebore makes 2 attacks, only one of which can be with its tusks. So that tells me 2 attacks, and grapple is an attack. So I could do that. Yeah.
If it moves and then hits with its tusks. All it is if it moves and hits with its tusks. That has nothing to do with multi-attack. Multi-attack, you make 2 attacks. But only one can be with the tusks. So
okay.
Yes, you can charge, tusk, maul.
All right, but we're going to do charge with tusks and then grapple. Because he's going to... So, and also the tusks... So he's trying to get her out of the seat. Trying to get him out of the seat. All right, so let me.
I will just say, just since I happened to read this, the charge doesn't push. You know that, right? You're talking about grappling to pull out of the seat. Okay.
Yes. Well,
I happened to read that while I was on the page.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't push. It's just knocked prone. Okay. Well, anyway.
You'd have to succeed on the grapple or not pull him out of the seat.
Okay, so, but I'm still charging for damage. 13 plus 5, that's 18. Does an 18 hit, Will?
18 does not hit.
Alright, so it misses you with its tusks, and then it just frickin' reaches a hand out and tries to grab you to throw you out of the seat. Make a ability check to contest the grapple, and you can choose to either make either dexterity or strength, your choice. So definitely dexterity. So that's going to be a that's going so that'll be a +4. So roll a d20, adding just that +4.
Is it? It's acrobatics contested by athletics, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. If you're trained in acrobatics, you do get to add that. You're right.
I am.
By athletics?
In fact, I
bet I don't have athletics. Yeah, this guy's got
acrobatics?
Perception's all I got.
Grappler is always athletics. Grapplee can choose athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. All right. So you can acrobatics.
I'm expertise in acrobatics, so
Nice.
oh shit.
It's a 1.
18?
What's the total?
13. Wait, +2, right?
I don't know. +2 from what?
No, because it's not an attack.
No?
What did you
Oh.
roll? What's your modifier? Yours should be
It's like 10. Isn't it +10?
10.
Yes,
Did you
it's
roll-
Did you
+10.
roll 1?
I
A
rolled a
2?
3.
A 3. Oh, jeez.
Nice! Alright, so the werebore got a 15 plus 3, so that's going to be 18.
I'm crying.
So he grabs you, and you feel your shoulder firmly grasped by his meaty pig hand.
Firmly grasped.
Oh, that's all I needed too, right? We figured that out, right? That's all you got to do is just succeed the grapple. And then he grabs you and he smiles and then he just falls off of the vehicle, pulling you off with him.
There you go. Yeah, see, you couldn't just throw them off. You have to walk in order to move them with you. But
Yes.
if you walk off of the vehicle, they yeet down with you.
Yeah.
Suicide roll.
I could have done a shove instead of a grapple, but no, that's what he did. So he grabbed you and he smiles and he's got yellow saliva dripping teeth and he pulls you off and you both plummet 20 feet to the ground as you're also moving 30 feet or 130 feet per 6 seconds. Was that like 30 miles an hour? So you're gonna get some road rash from that. Jake, what's
You
the
don't have Featherfall, do you?
falling damage? Oh yeah, fly. Remember you had fly, but now you don't. Yeah, do you have featherfall?
Assuming you don't have Featherfall, I just wanted to double check.
Let me check. I probably don't. Last time
I
I
know your
checked.
bard does.
Yes, he does, but I do not.
Falling damage is 1d6 per 10 feet.
One. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm telling.
Oh, that's for my damage. I'm gonna fiat and make it 3d6 instead of 2, and here's why. Because you're also hurtling 30 feet forward, so you're not just falling down and getting hit by one vector of velocity, it's actually 2. And when you crash into something, which is not what's happening, but when you crash into something, you take 1d6 for every 10 feet you've moved. Which means, in a chase, that's basically maxes out at 20d6. So crashing into something after you're moving is like basically just kills you. But I'm just gonna say 3d6, one extra d6 from your forward momentum, causing you to tumble and roll.
The y value of the fall is 2d6, but the magnitude of the vector as a whole is 3d6.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's fair. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna roll it separate. This is for you. I already called it. 10 damage to Scree, bludgeoning. And then the werebore is 8. Ha ha ha.
I am gonna just ask a question, and this is dumb, and you don't have to do it, and it's an optional rule. I was just thinking. Also, you really don't have to do it because you chose to fall and not push. But so the boar pulls Scree out, right? So the boar is on the bottom. Could Scree fall on top of the boar? Falling damage split between creatures?
No, because I could do it the other way around, and you wouldn't want me to do that. Because if I say yes to that, then I would say that he is facing the other direction and does additional damage.
Yeah.
Especially since Scree only took 10 damage, that should have hurt a lot more than 10 damage. That fall.
That's average. No,
pretty good.
That's more than average. That's all.
Concentration, concentration.
Yep.
Roll a concentration check. DC 10.
Oh my
roll
God.
Roll a D20 and add your Constitution modifier. I've been waiting for someone to fall. Thanks for giving me that idea, Jake.
What?
Thanks for giving me that idea to grab and fall off. That's awesome.
You're welcome.
That's the strategy.
Yeah, thanks. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Raxlor's getting the seatbelt first thing.
I got it. I got a
6?
6. I'm sorry, you guys. You guys are the ones who have to like start fighting because I'm.
Poof! The raptor disappears. It vanishes, and its eyes get really, really wide, and it says "Papa," and then it's gone.
Doing.
It doesn't die. It just goes to some pocket dimension. It's fine. Wow.
No.
That was exciting.
So, what does the other wearboard do? Did they already fire a missile?
No, the other one is the last one is driving.
Oh, that wasn't the driver. That's right. That wasn't the driver. Okay, we still got a driver. Oof. Okay. Lulu?
He turns the vehicle because he's the last one, and he's like, screw this, and he turns a 90-degree angle and veers off to the right.
Uh-oh.
And he's like,
no!
he's like driving away from you.
Lulu's still on the thing.
Lulu's still on the thing, yeah, and she gets this really scared look on her face. What do you think she should do? It's her turn.
Well, I gave her orders to kill the driver of that vehicle, and there's still a driver in that vehicle. So
she runs over to the driver. She runs over to the driver and she blasts him with her trumpet of thunder. This is her last trumpet charge. But considering the situation, she does not want to be alone wandering Avernus again. That didn't work out very well for her last time. So let's see, a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
She can't just shove him out like the other guy did, can she? She's not that smart.
She could do one of the two things. What do you think she would do? You think that she would try to do a
but
her strength is not very high. It's 10.
She did just yeah. She knows herself better.
Okay, so I'm rolling. Let's just be really clear. So I've got my hold on, where's my were creature? Okay. Where is it? Where is my were? I have too many where's my tools? One moment, I've lost it. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow, this has just killed a dramatic moment. There it is, where we're at. Okay. So, Werebore Constitution plus 2. And it's a DC 14. Constitution plus 2. Rolling, D20. 19. So, succeeds the saving throw. But that means half damage. And let's see, it's 5d6 thunder damage and deafened for 1 minute. So it's not deafened, but it does take 5d6 thunder damage. I mean, half of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is 16, so it takes 8 damage. And this is the one that's still driving. Okay, 8 damage, it's still alive. Oh, but this is interesting. Non-magical objects in the cone that aren't being held or worn take thunder damage. So that's the machine. That's the demon grinder. So it's
I thought we determined that does not happen. The tip of the demon grinder is caught in the thing, but Shatter, which was centered on it, wouldn't? No.
Does Shatter say the same thing? Non-magical objects take damage?
Yes. It's literally a cone-shaped shatter. And we determined that in order for Shatter to do anything, it has to, like, basically catch the whole thing in its center.
But she kind of could because she's trying to hit the driver. So if she ran to the front of the vehicle and blasted him point blank in the face, that would encompass the entire vehicle. And
she'd have to turn around and face towards the vehicle.
Yeah.
So you're just having the NPC cuck us by damaging our vehicle? But we could intentionally do it with Shatter?
It's a choice. Would you want her to not damage the vehicle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it would be an option.
No.
It would not be something she couldn't choose. Okay. Well, no, but if you damage the vehicle, you might be able to throw a mishap or something like that. But at this point, you probably don't want to do that, so that's fine. Okay. So then they don't.
I mean, she could have a punching fight at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
so
she could get in the. Can she climb in the harpoon seat? No, it's too late. She already used the thing.
She could, yeah, but yeah, that's her. She'll probably do that next Well, she's out of trumpets now, so she'll probably do that next because that'll be her best way to do damage. And assuming that if you guys don't catch up to this thing, because now it's running from you.
Yeah. So
I mean,
once
just
that's resolved, and the next. Round,
yeah, it is next round, and it's Shora's turn, which I believe. I mean, it just started moving away, so I'm not... and it's moving at a right angle, so I would just kind of say that the distance is static for now. So 90 feet away, so she can hit him with a harpoon. So she's going to fire a harpoon. Yeah?
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, if you say that she can fire a harpoon and you're keeping track of the distance and stuff, 90 degrees, it's going to start moving away from us, but at this point it's still diagonal, so I would think, one round.
Yeah, at least this round. If you turn chasing it, then maybe... Oh, I need to track its dashes. That was... Wait. Whose turn is it? Sure, yeah, we just finished that turn. Oh, wait, they gotta roll a complication. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, that might change everything.
Okay, I'm saving my roll because she got a 14, which plus 7, that's a 21. That's gonna hit the driver. But I'm gonna pause and see if that even happens. First, I'm gonna roll to see if the engine blows up. Oh, yeah. It does.
What?
Well, hold on. Let me go read the mechanics. This is a good thing, not a bad thing, because now the vehicle's going to stop.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah. I rolled a 1 right at the moment. Alright, let me see what it says. Okay, the vehicle suffers a furnace rupture. Mishap. Now let me read what that does. Okay, so it's not that bad. It's basically just it's not like it. So I said engine blows up, but the furnace ruptures, which lowers its speed. So it's now slightly it is gimped until you fix it, but it's not like it actually is destroyed. Yeah. So it turns away and it's laughing, ha! Because now it's just going to leave and steal your freaking elephant. And then, right as it's laughing and thinking it's so cool, kaboom! The furnace ruptures. Ruptures, not explodes, but it ruptures, and all this, like, green smoke starts billowing out, and flames are coming out of the crack in the side, and he starts kind of swerving the vehicle, and his speed is decreased by 30. So now, instead of being increased by 30, it's actually decreased by 30. Well, wait a second. But that's the same amount. I guess it just brings it back down to normal. Except it's going to be... Mishaps persist.
Out of the speed boost. Once it runs out of the speed boost, then it's going to be... Now it's normal because it's still running on fumes, but once that wears off, now it'll be 30 less than normal.
Oh, mishaps don't require spare parts and shit to fix. It's just good. Yeah, it's just checks. Okay. So... Yeah, it's just checks. So it is 30 feet minus.
That's perfect then. It slows down as it starts to charge off, and now it's like, uh-oh, and we start catching up to it.
And I still roll a complication. So I'm going to roll that. 17, no complication. Okay, now it is moving away from you at the same speed, or I'm going to say, like, slightly slower than you. It seems like the flask is still boosting at 30, but then the mishap delays at 30. But then when the flask runs out, then it's... Yeah?
30 slower. It's equal right now, and then when the flask wears out, it's 30 slower. So we'll end up catching up and getting the advantage.
Yeah, exactly. So it cannot
run turns, but
but now it's not. That's perfect though, because you're at 90. That's like the exact distance that you want. Okay, sorry about that. So now she fires her harpoon, which hits, and then 2d8 plus 2. Ooh, that's a hard roll. Okay, so 13 plus 2, so that's 15. And he's not dead, but he's very damaged. Okay, Scree, you are...
We're not done yet.
Scree, you are lying prone on the ground. Everyone is at least 100 feet away from you. Next to you is a werebore who is also lying prone on the ground. What do you do? Uh-oh. Scree, are you there? Possibly fell asleep.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Possibly sitting on the button.
Very much possibly sitting on the button.
Oh, good.
See, you are paying attention.
Yeah, anyways.
And it's snuffling in the dirt,
Beating him up.
and it looks like he's trying to climb to his
Beating
feet.
him up.
If you ever were and did fall asleep, you could just lie, and we'd have no way of knowing.
Very likely
Yeah,
that's
I
what they
sit on
did.
the button again.
Stop.
Oh yeah, if. Alright, well, what you gonna do to him? He's lying on the ground. You can use half of your movement speed to stand up, and now you'll have 15 feet of movement, and you're standing within just a few feet of his prone body.
I would like to get up, using up the movement speed and, attack him.
How
Attack
so?
him prone.
What are you gonna attack him?
Short sword.
Okay. Are you using any bonus actions first? Anything
Planar
else you want to
warrior.
do? Alright, you gotta say it.
Minor warrior, an extra. Okay.
You cannot. You can't just say I attack. No, I know, but but I can't let you because if you guys just say I attack and I just calculate your Eldritch Blasts and your Planar Warriors, then I'm literally just auto playing your characters and I might make the wrong assumption. So what you can do is say I'm going to attack him with my short sword and I'm going to cast Planar Rapier or that. You need a rapier. Say I attack him with my short sword, and I use a bonus action to activate Planar Warrior.
Okay.
And then make your attack roll.
Well. Alright. Bitsy, get off my clean clothes!
With advantage. You actually get advantage on melee attacks versus prone enemies.
Which means sneak attack.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
back. I'm sorry.
It does mean sneak attack. So make your attack roll with
Bitsy.
advantage.
Oh, wait, what?
Make your attack roll
Oh,
with
yeah, 'cause he's
advantage because
prone.
he's prone, yep. Yeah, we don't use prone a lot because you don't really normally want to waste an action to shove an enemy down or something, but in this case, it worked out. Also, the enemy did it too. And you got to go first. That was
16 to hit.
stupid of him. 16, that hits. Roll damage. And I'm not-
Awesome. Okay.
And you can remember which damage dice. I'm not going to help you.
Sneak attack, planar warrior, short sword, extra attack, short sword, and I think that's it. No offhand, because planar warrior.
Yep.
That should be it. Bitsy! Bitsy! Stop! He keeps trying to lay down on this nice pile of clean clothes because he's gross and he's very hairy.
But you have this amazing bed for him, and he looks at it, and it looks soft.
Bitsy, you can sit on the place I gave you, which was that blanket. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. By the way, I'm not actually mad at him. I just think it's funny. Anyways, time to roll. Sorry, this might take me a moment.
I think it's 2d6 and 1d8 plus probably 4.
It's 1d8, 1d6, or 2d6. Oh, and then 1d6 again, because extra attack. But anyways.
You have to hit with that one, unless you already...
Oh yeah, that's another attack. Yeah, well let's
Okay.
we'll resolve the damage first. So I think that's 2d6
Yeah,
plus
hold on.
1d8 plus 4.
Yeah. I'm getting that now. 11 damage.
All right. Does that kill Uziwog? And it does not.
Oh.
Snuff, snuff, snuff. And it is now Raxlor's turn.
Extra attack.
Oh, extra
Oh yeah,
attack.
sorry. Make your next attack roll.
Ah. $15 to hit.
Oh, that hits too. Roll damage.
Nice. One damage.
Oh, good. It was going to reduce it to 1 damage
Wait.
anyway.
You don't have dual wielder, do you?
No.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
you
No.
anyway, so.
Nope. So just 1. Okay, but still 1 damage. That is 1 damage to Uziwag. And okay, now turns over, right? You stab him with your short swords. The second short sword just glances him, and he turns his head and glares at you with bloodlust in his eyes. And it's but we flash back to Raxlor on the dune buggy, and you look behind you, you glance behind you, and you see the demon grinder turn at a right angle and start barreling away. And you hear Lulu scream, "Help!" And then you hear boom, and you hear this large thunderous explosion, and then you hear a second thunderous explosion, and you're pretty sure that one of them is a furnace rupturing, and the other one is a elephant trumpet rupturing the eardrums of its enemy. And
So
what do?
I grab the wheel and I turn it real quick, and I'm like, "Oh no, you're not getting away from me!" And I start moving towards him. However much movement that takes, and I'm not dashing. I'm not wasting a dash and risking, because I'm out of dashes, so I'm not risking any constitution when we have one creature left. So I turn and start charging, and I say, "Oh, we'll catch up eventually. I heard a big explosion over there."
Oh, that's
And
right.
I don't do anything else. I just keep going. I look back and I see Scree and the thing rolling around, tussling on the ground. How close are they? Are they like right behind us?
They're like 100 feet away, because it was basically last round that they fell off.
Yeah, they fell off. Like the machine was moving. I moved forward. It moved forward. I moved forward. Then they fought, tussled, rolled off, and then it turned and moved 90.
Yeah,
So it was
exactly.
already max distance, right?
Yeah, when it
Yeah,
when it saw Scree fall off, then it used that opportunity to dash away.
Yeah. Okay. So I look back and I see I'm assessing the situation, and also kind of telling you guys what the assessment is. To keep in mind. I look around, I turn around, I see Scree rolling and punching, having a fist fight with this thing on the ground, and I see Zoe off in the distance, rolling the motorcycle up, and I'm like, yeah, those two have got that. I need to chase this thing and stop Lulu from getting kidnapped. So I turn the wheel, I say, hold on, Shora, and I turn the wheel, and one end of the thing lifts up and slams back down on the ground, and I gun it towards the fleeing vehicle. Not using a dash because I don't. I hear the thing starts doing chug, and I go, Shora, this thing's making some weird noises. Do you think it can take a dash, another dash?
She says, well, it's got okay. She says not these words, but she says the spirit of these words in a way that's in universe. Well, it's got a +2 con save, so that's a 12 out of 20 chance that you have. I don't know if you want to risk that. I think we'd have to find some spare parts before I could repair a level of exhaustion.
I say, I think Lulu can handle it, but we better keep up with her, and then Zoe can pick up Scree, and then we'll all be fine. So I'm not going to risk that, but we'll see what happens. Can you reach that thing from here as I drive up? If she can. I don't need to ask that. She just shot it. I roll up on it. You calculate the distance. I'm chasing it.
Yeah.
But no dashing.
Okay. Yeah. She just shot it. No dashing. Okay,
Basically,
so
it's gonna be Scree. It's gonna be Scree and the boar and Lulu and the other boar until one of them dies, or until Zoe picks up. We do still need to figure out what happens with Zoe, but yeah, pass.
Okay.
What happens with Zoe?
It's your turn, and you get to decide what happens.
Plotting.
So you stopped dashing, but you're still on trajectory to come towards us.
Yep.
And you see Scree rolling on the ground, wrestling a wereboar, and Your distance to them is question mark.
I would like to keep going and try to get within range of the werebore so I can nuke it.
Okay, you can't get in range of it, but you, wait.
I'll just blast 120 feet.
Wait. Oh, the one that Scree is fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, you dropped out like a round ago.
Moving.
Yeah, so I would say you dispute it if you want, but I think you can use your full movement action to get to basically right at 120 feet and then hit Eldritch Blast. So you're still another round away from getting up to where they are, but you can target Eldritch Blast from its max distance. So make your 2 attack rolls against Uziwag as you're charging towards him on your motorcycle. Oh, you can also hit him on your with your motorcycle when you get to him.
Ooh.
I rolled a 12.
12 actually hits because he's only got 11 armor class. Roll damage.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that. 6 damage.
All right.
Second blast. 21 total.
With disadvantage.
13 damage.
Disadvantage because he's prone. I'll
Okay,
give
so
you
I've
that
got
first.
2.
You still get the first hit because I'll just count that as your advantage roll. But now you have to, for your next Eldritch Blast, you have to make it with disadvantage. So
Okay,
make
so do I just roll
two
a second
new.
D20?
No, just roll 2 new ones because you should have rolled 2 for the first attack as the advantage.
And this is disadvantage, right?
No. Oh, yeah. Yes. Sorry. Yes, roll again. 2d20. Take the lowest. Yes.
$15.
Yep. So that hits. Yes. So that does hit. So roll damage.
Can I take my last damage roll score? Kidding. 11 damage.
All right, and it relentlessly reduces that to 1 damage.
Oh wait, did it use Relentless last turn?
Nope. But Ragadraga used it a couple turns ago.
I thought it used it on... Oh, you said it would have had to use it on Scream's
Yes.
attack. But it
Yeah, but he got a 1 on his offhand, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it's still kicking, and Relentless is down. And now it's his turn. How convenient. So he stands up, and... Ooh. Charging at this point would not help him out, and he'd have to take an opportunity attack first. So he climbs to his feet. Oh, he can't even do that because he's only got half his movement. He climbs to his feet, blood oozing from every whole orifice on his body, and he's just huffing and grunting. And he looks at Scree and says, "The last battle I was defeated, and I fled for my life. From that day, I cursed my decision and swore that the next chance I had, I would rather die in glory and blood than to flee as a coward. And if there's a hell after hell, I'm taking you there with me." And then it gores you with its tusks. Attempts to.
Now we got it unconscious.
God damn it, that was the lycanthrope one! I got a 2. 2 plus 5, so 7 to hit. I really wanted to turn Scree into a werebore.
Oh yeah. Well,
Admit it-
I'm gonna like.
Oh, it's got a
mock
second.
Him after he
Oh.
misses. Oh,
Oh, good.
no,
So you,
I still will mock him.
yeah. So he tries to gore you after he says that, and you dodge, and then you mock him, and you're like closing your eyes and sticking out your tongue and twiddling your hands next to your ears. But then you open your eye and you see a maul coming straight for your head,
Uh-oh.
and you duck, and it swishes over your head. Aren't you lucky? And now it's Lulu's turn. And where is she? She's on the machine. Oh, she climbs in the harpoon gunner's seat. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. He gets a turn.
Oh yeah. Running and climb out and start beating Lulu.
So he turns the machine sharply and slams on the brakes. And then he climbs out of the driver's seat and climbs down to the ground. And he gets down on his knees and he puts both his hands in the air like when a cop stops someone. And by the way, he saw you fucking killing his friend.
The first guy's like, I would rather die than flee a coward, and this guy's like, not me.
Yep. different personal philosophy. So he is now, but they're far away. Like Araxlor is the only one that sees them. You other guys don't know that this is going on. And Lulu hops down off of the machine and runs over to the guy and looks like she's like shouting at him or something. But you can't see what's going on from here. And it's Shora's turn, and she goes, I've got that pig in my sights! Should I loose the harpoon on him?
I say, nah, looks like he's given up. We can have a little more fun with this one. And I start humming the Mr. Plow theme song. Do-do-do, Mr. Plow. My name again is Mr. Plow.
Alright, Scree, it's your turn, and you're face to face with the boar that's trying to kill you.
Do. I'm gonna stab you once again.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Alright. Oh, natural 20.
Alright. No sneak attack this time, unless you figure out some way to apply it. Pretty sure there's no sneak attack. But make sure you double all your dice, including Planar Warrior.
Oh, yeah, let's go!
Planar Warrior is like dual-wielding a second rapier.
It's awesome. It's so awesome.
I think this has been a pretty good game. Once we've gotten used to the vehicle stuff, it's actually gone really smooth. It was just really tricky at the beginning, and especially when there's so many characters, but it went pretty smooth. Pretty sure you're gonna kill him when you roll these dice, but I guess technically you could get ones on everything. Actually, even if you got ones on everything, I think he still dies.
Wow. Well, 16 damage.
And he collapses to the ground in a lifeless heap. And he doesn't even, react. It's kind of like he was already dead, and the energy just fell out of him, and he just collapses. His eyes are still open.
I blow a raspberry. That's what you get.
He doesn't react because he's fucking dead.
Well, stay dead. Anyways, oh god, how am I gonna get back? Before I end my turn, how far away am I from literally everything else?
So
like 100. Yeah, so he's like 120 feet away, catching up to you.
Okay.
And actually, yeah, it would probably be better to just wait and hop on with him because he can dash. Oh no, he can't dash. Well, wait.
Well,
wait, he can
I
dash.
still move up towards him in direction. And
he can
use the rest of my movement speed.
Yeah, but actually, yeah. Well, I mean, you could just stay there because on the next turn he can drive by and grab you, and then just keep going. In fact, if you're running towards the demon grinder, he would overtake you and could just scoop you up onto the bike because technically the chase is ended, so you don't have to do the whole dashing is just moving now. it's not actually part of a chase. It's just part of your movement. So I would say that you can dash again because the rules are bullshit. Okay, but before that, so as that's happening, so you're intending to meet up with Raxlor at the surrendering guy, and Zoe is barreling towards you, probably planning to grab you as opposed to run you down. And
do it like super crap. Like when you see in the movies and it's like really emphasized, and it's like you see the person with the look on their face of determination, and then they whip their hand out at the last second solidly, and then boom, and they're on the bat.
Yeah. Yep, and that's what will happen on your turn, but it's Raxlor's turn first. No, that was a really good description.
I'm chugging along. I'm humming the Mr. Plow theme song, and I come up to Lulu and the guy sitting on the ground, and I pull up and I stop the thing like inches from Lulu's face, and Lulu says, "I don't care, I'm putting words in her mouth." She says, "Oh, thank you for stopping the tank," and I say, "It ran out of gas." I posted a picture in the OOC. If you guys want to know what the reference. That was the other thing. They're both.
Wait,
Simpsons
I think I remember that.
mainly.
Yeah. Simpsons reference.
Don't stop thinking about
Be
tomorrow.
right back real quick.
And I pull up in front of the guy, and I look at him cowering, and I peer out, and I say, "Given up?"
And he's got his head turned down, and he says, "I've lost everything. I've lost my gang. I have no family. At this point, my best bet is to join another warlord. If you'll let me live and travel with you to a safe location, I have nothing to give you. I'll give you nothing, including not giving you my thanks, but I'll put in a good word for you if I survive with anyone."
I say, it seems
He's not promising you. He's not promising you a lot. It's not like he's basically saying, "Just please help me. I won't kill you. I'm surrendering. If you want to kill me, then fine. But I want a second chance," kind of thing.
I say, it seems like your leader there was awful bloodthirsty and cruel and unwavering, right? And you followed him.
That's what made him so strong. He was one of the strongest warlords until two of the others ganged up against us and wiped out almost everything we had. I saw my best friends lying in pools of blood because Raga Draga pissed off the wrong people. He didn't know how to parlay and negotiate with the other warlords.
I say, so it sounds to me.
I'm back.
I say, it sounds to me, I'm negotiating with the guy. I say, it sounds to me like what you're looking for is a warlord who's bloodthirsty and not afraid to get the job done, but also smart about parlaying and knowing a good deal when they see one, and a valuable soldier, right?
And to this one I would give my life.
I say, well, conveniently, you have a decision before you. I say, we're the newest gang on this wasteland, and
oh, God.
I am Raxlor, the leader of this gang of roving heroes. And I like how valiantly you fought, and how good you are with a harpoon and driving a tank, and you seem pretty versatile. And I say, how would you like to join our band and see how well we can get along?
I can see now Nick is just sitting there going, "Oh God, of all the things to do, this just complicates my game so much." Yep, that's it. We're starting over. We're getting into campaign.
Join our party.
I say we have all these machines, and our numbers are still low, although we're very powerful individuals. But we do need some hands to help man these devices. And it seems like you're very capable, and it seems like in this
that's a
where
good
we have
point.
multiple vehicles with multiple things, we're not going to have a 13-person party to man all of them. And it would be nice to have a lackey who is devoted to us and in our debt to just run one of these harpoons mindlessly.
I really don't want to add a new NPC. No, I'm just kidding. You know, the game gives you enough NPCs, but like I should have known that anything that doesn't fight you to the death is going to be recruited into your party. You know,
That's the Mad Max.
I'm playing Earthbound on the. I'm playing Earthbound on the SNES, and I've gotten farther than I have before, and I'm just like progressing through. And there's this one guy who's obsessed with dungeons, and he makes a dungeon, and you go through this dungeon, you know, even though it's like a game and dungeons, it's like it's self-aware, you know. So then you meet that guy later, but he's actually turned himself into a dungeon. So there's a giant stone person, and you go inside, and when you reach the end of the dungeon, his face is in the wall, and he's like, hey, I turned myself into a dungeon, isn't this cool? And you had to fight your way through his dungeon and getting treasure and stuff. And then he's like, hey, I'm bored out here in the desert. Mind if I follow you for a little bit and join your party? And I'm like, what? A dungeon wants to join? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to leave. So I left, and then the dungeon starts following me around. And I'm like, I have a dungeon in my party. What do you do with a dungeon in your party? And then you walk down, and then as soon as you pass by some trees, you get stuck in the trees. And he's like, oh, sorry, I guess I'm done here. So he's with you all of 5 seconds. So you're like, how do I have a dungeon in my party? What does that mean? And then he's just, and then you don't.
So that's the thing. Before, when we were playing and we were doing, you know, like dungeon crawls and things like that, having more creatures in a party and creatures that we care about, like little human girls and magical Holiphants, those are a little bit harder to keep track of. Mm-hmm. But when we had like that imp dude or that little devil, they're just extra in the background. It's not like we have, okay, we're going to swarm with with action economy and just swarm him and take him out. But we have now, how many vehicle slots is it? How many
you
slots
have 3.
Does the Demon Grinder alone have?
The Demon Grinder
Like
can...
6?
Yeah, it's got like 6 slots. It can hold 8 people. It's got passenger seats. You've got 3 vehicles, and there's only 3 of you. So that would literally be each of you driving your own vehicle with just a couple of NPCs. So yeah, that's actually... Yeah, no, that's a good idea. And you're probably not going to have him like go around fighting with you, but you could have him like guard the vehicles after you trust him and stuff, like assuming that he's trustworthy, like he might sell you out, so you got to be careful. So he's going to tell you, he accepts your offer, because basically your offer is do what we say and we won't kill you, but he tells you that he really, you know, yeah, you defeated his old master, but that was at his low point of power, because Ragadraga did have a very powerful gang. It was just totally wiped out by... I can actually tell you who, but it's in my stupid notes. Mad Maggie told you. I can't remember exactly who. It's the relationships between the warlords. I can't remember who's pissed off at who, but I have it written down. So... so he wants you to prove
the eighth remnant, which is led by Princeps Kovic, who was also crushed on the bank of the river Styx by Koschiki, took an opportunity to attack Ragadraga and his army of were creatures, and they kicked their ass. Yeah. So I keep up with the lore.
I think I might have said that Fëanor ganged up with the eighth remnant to take out Ragadraga. No, wait, that was that. I have that written down. No, wait, that's how they fucked over Smiler. So Smiler lost his whole gang, and now it's just him and a motorcycle. Ragadraga had one big machine and like a handful of guys, but now they're all gone. So this guy will follow you, and he swears to be as obedient as you would expect from a denizen of Avernus. And, which, in other words, he will as long as he can get away with it. If you say stay here and watch all 3 vehicles while we go in this dungeon, you should be shocked if you come back and he's still there with the vehicles. But, as long as you're... Go ahead, sorry.
He's a prisoner of war, essentially, but he proves himself and makes an effort to be part of our gang. Basically, this whole... You even said it a couple months ago, that this is kind of like... roving the thing, and you got to build up an army and build up allies and build up machines. So he's our first recruit into our warlord gang, and we'll see how that goes. If it doesn't work out well, then maybe we'll keep our numbers small, but there's strength in numbers, so I think getting an ally who values power and bloodlust, I think that's a good first one to start with.
Yeah.
And if you find a reason to drop him later. If someone later on says, "Oh man, I really would be cool to have a werebore on our team," then I'll be like, "Oh, do you want to go with them instead? I'll let you go." So I don't. Basically, what he was saying is we'll take him and drop him off, but I present him the offer to join our gang instead because we just defeated his gang, and I'm threatening him, but I'm doing it as kind of a way to say, like, hey, you like bloodlust and relentlessness, right? Well, how about this? I'll kill you if you don't join us. And I feel like that should make him be like, oh, well, that's exactly the kind of attitude I like.
Yeah, so he does agree, but he says that before he pledges loyalty to you, that he needs to see proof of your strength. So he will be temporarily loyal to you, but he's not swearing to permanently join you until he sees you really kick some ass. So and if he sees someone that he thinks is better to join, then he's planning on going with them. And you can accept that, or you can kill him here if you don't like it. But like, let's say that you got attacked by another warlord. He could try to think, does he think you're going to win? And if he thinks you're going to win, stay with you. If he thinks you're going to lose, go with the other guy. So he's effectively loyal, but he's not pledging anything to you like he normally would when he joins a gang.
I tell him, I say that is totally fair. I say, however, bear in mind when you're making your decisions that if you do betray us, then there's no mercy and you're going to get killed. In fact, you might not get killed. We might find a way to carry your body with us as a testament to what happens to those who disobey us and just leave you tormented eternally on this machine, keeping you just at the bare minimum of life. Just keep that in mind. Not necessarily death, but more like eternal torment.
He smiles and says, and I think I've joined the right gang.
We could just tie him to the front of the vehicle and we'll have a new bumper and everyone will see.
That's exactly the plan. So yeah, I say, okay, cool. What was your name? I think your friends had names, but I don't know if you did. I think we got the unnamed were creature.
He says, yeah, well, they did have names. He says, you can call me Jibbs. Also, that's my name.
Jib.
Jibbs. Jibbs.
Nice to meet you, Jibbs.
Rough.
And I'm glad to have you on our team. And you're welcome. Which thing are you best at manning? What would you prefer? You want one of the harpoon guns?
He says, he looks at the machine and says, well, I certainly don't mind driving, but I was manning the chomper, but I'll work any station that you want me at.
I say,
sir.
Well,
he reluctantly says, sir.
I say, no need for formalities. We are a socialist, communist rights gang here. You are just as equal a member as all of us. You are just
General Secretary. Isn't that what it is? There was some really benign official title that Stalin had that it's like Secretary of the General Assembly or something. It wasn't that, but it's something like that where it's like, oh, well, yeah, that sounds like a totally cool thing. And it's like, no, dictator for life. Oh. But it sounds really good and benign. Yeah, it does.
No, he's an administrative assistant. They're not called secretaries anymore. He's a czar. I dub him Czar Jibbs, the first general of the 2nd Battalion of, and I look around at the team for what our gang name should be. The 2nd Battalion of...
Cards on fire.
What's on fire?
Nothing.
Oh, no.
What did... The other one is the Strahd Squad. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we came up with a name for this group, but I don't remember. Yeah, he asked you, what's the name of this gang?
Now's the time to dub it.
Lulu's about to blurt out something if no one else does.
I I say we're the
Lulu and the Sunshine Gang!
Avengers.
Lulu shouted out Lulu and the Sunshine Gang.
Raxlor and the Sunshine Band.
Yes.
Should we name ourselves? Oh, no, wait. I got an idea. Let's name ourselves after Rhea.
Rhea's.
Yes!
She was like our head, like paladin warrior, and she's back at El Terrell leading the charge, gaining paladins, and we should name ourselves Rhea's Warriors.
Yes, that would be so cool.
Or
Rhea's
Rhea's Wanderers, or Rhea's Rovers. Rhea's Rovers, because it's really hard to say. Rhea's Rovers.
Rhea's.
Yeah.
Rhea's. The
That's
Hand
what I
of
say.
Rhea.
That's what I say.
Have you ever watched One Piece, the anime?
No.
I'm thinking of all those
On there.
memes. 1,000 episodes.
They have a character on there named Roronoa Zoro.
Oh God.
And you can tell which English cast members have a harder time saying it because they're not in it as much. Because yes, that's right. I'm about to defeat you, Roronoa Zoro.
I feel like they did that on purpose.
Oh, totally. And sorry, that just made me think of that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's perfect.
And yes, there's 1,000 episodes. I'm only like 760 in. Not joking.
Not as bad as Bleach or Naruto. Maybe it is.
Oh, I don't know about Naruto, but Bleach is only like 350 episodes.
Only 350.
So
He says,
I say,
yeah, what do you say?
we're a socialist gang. We're a socialist gang. We all have equal hierarchy. But of course, we do have to you have to have a central head that kind of dictates what gotta keep everyone in line. Which is I take that role.
Phrasing.
And I say the head on top of the central shaft that controls the. Anyway, I say so. That's my position at the moment. But anyone could rise to this rank if they take the initiative. But we're all equal here. Don't call me sir. You can call me Raxlor, or Daddy. Either one. I'm fine with either one.
I have a feeling that's going to happen one way or another.
And I say, but not in a weird way. Just like casual. Like, hey, Daddy, what's up? I dub you, Jibs, Czar of the 2nd Battalion of Rhea's Rovers. If you so choose to accept it, you don't have to swear loyalty or anything like that. Yet, I understand that you want to see our strength first, but I bequeath this title upon you.
He's going to point out that the Tsars were actually the royalty that preceded the Bolshevik Revolution. So Tsars would not go with socialism. But you might think that because the Republicans who called Obama socialist said everything he had was a Tsar, which is pre-communist Russia, which is they were actually the feudalist Russia that the West was friends with. Like, they liked them because they were doing deals with them. Like I don't know.
Well, for now, that's
in any event, he accepts, but it is to be determined whether he sees you guys really impress him with your power, or he sees something else incredibly powerful that he thinks he should join their gang instead. He also tells you that he likes the name of your gang, Raxlor and the Sunshine Band, better than his old gang, the Gore Guts Gang, which was the name of his band previously. He tells you, he says, he stands up and puts his hands down, assuming that you gesture that that's okay for him to do, and he says, well, and he points his thumb towards the demon grinder and says, that machine there has 6 hours left of fuel before it runs out, but I know my old boss has a couple of soul coins on his person, so you could grab those.
Does this thing have a cargo hold?
Yes.
We probably can't fit the entire car in it, can we?
You can fit.
Oh my god, we should just keep getting bigger vehicles and just Russian nesting
Russian
doll
nesting
them.
doll.
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly.
Oh my God! Do you see that monstrosity? It's like 5 miles wide that they're driving. Did a smaller monstrosity just come out of that? Oh my God! There's another one. It's like the super billionaire yachts inside of yachts.
Yep.
Oh God. Okay, so unfortunately, sadly, the Demon Grinder has a cargo capacity of 1 ton. And the Tormentor is 3,000 pounds. So a Demon Grinder cannot hold a Tormentor. There is actually a fourth vehicle, which is a cargo sort of a vehicle, that does have a 2-ton capacity, and therefore could hold Tormentor plus a little bit more. But unfortunately, this one cannot. So you're gonna have to pop a coin in.
Even the ton is not enough.
Nope. So if you want to keep it going, you're going to have to use up one of the soul coins. But he did say that Ragadraga has at least one on his person. And his body is laying on top of the machine still.
Yeah, so we've got extra coins, and we've got the bike's already got a coin spin, and this one has 6 hours left. So I don't remember exactly the math on all those. I'm assuming you're keeping track of fuel, but I would definitely be fine with refueling the 2 big machines. You know, the bike we can leave for a little while. We can't pause the fuel consumption on the bike, right? Once it's burned, it's burned.
Yeah, because it goes like hours. It's not like how much you drive it. However, you have not been traveling very long, so you just recently fueled those up, and using them a whole lot doesn't change that. So if you basically put a coin in the Demon Grinder, then it would be on pretty much the same timer as your other 2 vehicles, plus like an extra few hours.
Yeah, plus the 6 hours that it has left. So basically that's what we'll do, but we'll wait until it runs out to use a coin. You know, what if it explodes halfway down and we're like, wasted a coin? I would like to climb up to investigate the corpse. I want to see how many coins there are and how we have to distribute them, and I also want to take the Circlet of Blasting and put it on my head.
Yep, so you have the Circlet of Blasting, and we'll look up the attunement stuff later. I'm not sure if you freshly attuned to something. Maybe, well, I hold on, I have it pulled up still. Let me go look at the recharge. I think it's actually a short rest recharge.
Recharges on Dawn, and it does not have attunement. So anyone who has it, anyone who's wearing it, can. You said the name. I googled it. Of course I did. Once you said.
Oh
the
yeah,
name,
you're
right. Well,
that's why I didn't say circlet at first, because I realized if I said he's wearing a circlet, that narrows it down. You're right.
I wasn't going to go Google helmet that shoots rays out of it, but you know, it's a Circle of Blasting, so. Recharges at dawn, so not till the next day, whenever that happens in Avernus.
Yep, so you can attune to it in the meantime, and then you'll have that the next day. And it's a one-time casting of Scorching Ray with a +5 attack modifier. But you already know that because you looked it up.
We can pass it around because it doesn't require attunement, so we can
it doesn't?
who gets it and not have to worry about it. Nope.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. It's just basically a one-shot item that recharges once a day. Well, that's cool. That's another thing, another expendable that you have. Yeah.
And I've already got a bunch of crap. We'll probably end up giving it to someone else.
3 soul coins.
Sweet. Okay. So how do we split those up? I think we.
I knew you were getting these soon. So when you were like freaking out about using 1 coin for the motorcycle, I wanted to say you're about to get 3 more. Just freaking use 1.
Well, that's still 1 less that we have.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, so I already have 1. And my Constitution's 1. Scree, you consumed 1, but what's your Constitution modifier?
Let me check. I believe that would be grab the sheet and 2.
Okay, and did you have 2? Did you have our extra 1? How many do you have right now? Because you burned 1, but I think you had the extra.
Let me check that. Yeah, I think I only had 1.
Okay, who had the extra 1? We had 1 for each of us, and then the 4th one, right?
Because I've got the Constitution of God.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have 2 soul coins written down then on Stoey?
I did. Let me go double check where.
Okay, double check that. Make sure you got them. So Rexler has 1. That's his limit. Scree has none because you consumed one, and you can hold up to 2. You said your Constitution is on Scree.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 Constitutions. So we can just say 2 of those go to you, and so we'll probably get the third one, based on the result of the answer.
Dude, I swear I wrote it down on my sheet, just like how I have my hex and fly and stuff written down, but I can't find it anywhere. I know that I have the extra one, though, because I had the highest con.
We did have. How many did we have at the outset? Because I remember we
4.
had the bonus. We had the bonus one. We did have 4. Is that right, Nick? I'm pretty sure. Because it was one free person
4
plus an extra one, right?
Yeah, you left Elturel with
Pretty
4.
Sure okay,
So how many?
Yeah, So we had 2. Scree had 1. Raxlor had 1. Scree burned theirs, so Scree gets 2 more. Scree, write down 2 soul coins. Make sure you mark them. And
Awesome.
Zoe, you have a total of 3, so make sure you write those down in a place where it will be evident.
Oh yeah.
And Scree has 2.
Two soul coins.
We've got plenty, and we'll decide the circuit of blasting later because we can literally trade that whenever. We'll decide who it's best on, but one of you guys will probably be getting it. But for now, I think we've resolved everything except for short rest possibly, and how we're going to divide the people in the cars. So DM, I will let you decide how much you want to resolve tonight, but it seems like the session is pretty much almost over.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like
Well-
super late.
Yeah. So, did you guys already figure everything out between distributing coins
Yeah.
and writing down items and
Yes,
everything else?
We've distributed the coins, and we have a couple of other things to do, but they don't necessarily have to be done sitting here at the table. So that's up to you as to if you want to stop here and say, and now next game we continue traveling, or what do you want to do next?
Okay. So you guys can proceed traveling. Okay. So here's what I'd like to do. Finish out the day. There's no more encounters, and then do the long rest. Would you like me to give Zoe the dream? Or do you want to start the next session? And it won't be long. It's just a short little dream. And then you'll wake up. And before you do your second day of travel, you'll have been inspired by the dream thing. But if you guys want to stop right now, we can. But if you want to just do that, we can do that in just a couple minutes.
I think we can do. If you guys are up for it, it's Zoe's thing, so it's really up to Zoe. Quick question, just my own. You said we're doing a long rest. I know we don't benefit from long rest. Do we benefit from a short rest during that long rest?
Yeah. Yes, you can get...
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Just double checking that. I vote go ahead and do the dream because we've already skipped like 2 months of it and gone, oh, we'll do it next time. So I say we should go ahead and do it because we've still got a little time and no one's passing out yet. But totally up to you guys.
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, cool. So, you guys hop on the vehicle. Just tell me who's driving each vehicle.
I'm driving the Demon Grinder. I take the helm of that one. And I give it up. I give the other one up to whoever wants to drive it, except for Jibs. I say one of the confirmed members needs to drive that one.
Who's got the motorcycle?
Could be Rhea. I mean, not Rhea.
This-
Could be Shora.
Me?
Motorcycle goes in the cargo.
Yes.
Or
Oh.
does Scree want to use it since it already has a soul coin burning?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was about
you
to
might.
say.
True. You might as well. So we've got that. That's a good point. Okay.
I will drive the other one. Which one am I driving?
Dune buggy.
Medium one.
Are Lulu and Shora and Jibs, are they all on the Demon Grinder with Rexor?
I'll have Shora on mine because I feel like we made a good team. But
Oh, someone should be with Zach to be on the harpoon.
Yeah. So someone can go on that one, and then I guess we don't need anyone on the bike other than Scree. How about Jibs? God, I don't want to put him with me and Shora just in case. How about Jibs, Lulu, and Zoe Oh, we don't need 2 on that one because there's Jibs.
I mean, I could drive the dune buggy by myself.
Lulu. No, we need someone on the harpoon gun on that. If we have enough people. Lulu can man the harpoon guns just normally, right? She's not at any penalty.
Oh, sorry, that was a question for me. Yeah, no,
Yes.
she can. Yeah, she's got hands enough.
So okay. So oh god, now I'm imagining that. So Lulu can be with Zoe. I'll keep an eye on Shora and Jibs on the demon grinder. So both of them on opposite harpoon guns with me driving it. Zoe piloting the smaller one with Lulu on the harpoon gun and Scree on their own in the bike.
Well, great then. I'm not going to drive and masturbate at the same time if you're going to put somebody on my damn dune buggy with me. Thanks.
That's
What are you
had a
doing
best up a
over
road
there?
trip.
Nothing!
Okay, cool. So that's all. That's the setup, and you guys proceed traveling. At this point, the terrain is pretty much the same as it has been. You travel for close to 6 hours, and then you pop another soul coin in the demon grinder, and you go ahead and do a full 8-hour day of travel, stopping before you have to make exhaustion throws or whatever. Which, the book really just says to roll for exhaustion all the time, which is stupid. So I'm not doing that. So I'm just going to kind of use exhaustion whenever I feel like it. So not yet. I'll just pepper it in. So you stop for the night. And you guys, there's really just barren plains, so there's no way for you guys to like have any kind of cover. You're just you kind of circle the vehicles as best you can to try to like have some kind of defense, and you set up a night watch and everything. But even with the best preparations that you can make, you're not able to get the benefits of a long rest. You do get the benefits of a short rest because that, it counts towards the time, but you don't get back long rest stuff. So, I mean, that's like Zoe gets back her spell slots, so
Yeah.
right.
I get back my channel divinity.
So, go ahead and do short rest updates on your sheet. And then Zoe is going to do the mushroom ritual that was instructed of her, using one of the 3 mushrooms.
Mushroom ritual.
Yeah. All right, so you go ahead and update your sheets or whatever. But I mean, next time as we start, we can make sure that everyone's good to go. I'm gonna end here with the long rest. That's not really a long rest. Oh, yeah, so that means if you need to recover hit points, you can do so with your hit dice, and you won't be recovering any hit dice at this point. Leoman's Hut would be like a really nice spell to have. Yeah?
Hold on.
You probably need to use
I'm gonna
some of
write.
those.
Yeah, I really need some hit points, but I just lost my pencil. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Real quick, while we're waiting on that, I just want to point, Raxlor is using his soul coin. That way he has a slot left in case he ever needs to pick one up.
Great.
Otherwise, he couldn't pick one up. So I'm going to go ahead and use mine up.
Okay. So, when we start the next session, then everyone can make sure they finish up short rest stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and describe the dream that Zoe experiences from the mushroom tea. And then with the next session, we can begin with making sure everyone's finished up short rest and how many hit points do you all have, and then keep traveling. Okay, so Zoe follows the detailed instructions, which involve sitting a certain way, facing a certain direction, humming certain tunes, making certain gestures with her hands in the air. She soaks the psychedelic mushrooms in some of her water using how do you light the fire to boil for the tea that you're making?
Oh, come on. Hold on.
I mean, that's more of a role play thing. I don't really, I don't have to describe any of it, but I'm just doing it because it's fun.
I was just looking to see what options I had, if I had any.
I know someone does, but if you actually have an item that's
It
a cool,
looks like I don't have any actual ways of producing fire myself.
You don't have a flint and steel, or is that what it's called? Tinderbox.
It doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Scholar's pack.
Nope, no
I could be
tinderbox in
wrong.
there. Okay, so you ask one of your friends for a tinderbox to light fire for your tea, and you boil up your tea and you perform the ritual. After you drink
But
the
I
tea,
ended up getting my tinder box from Jake, and it turned out to be a grinder box.
okay,
Sorry, I
so
could not resist that joke. Oh my god.
wait, grinder box.
Tinder and Grinder are dating apps. One's straight, one's gay.
But what's a box?
I'm just making a
Oh my
pun
God.
on Tinder
box,
and Grinder.
But it's not a Tinder
Oh, okay.
box. Grinder.
Grinder box instead of tinderbox. Got it. So you open it up and a bunch of dicks pop out.
Oops.
Pretty much something like that. Ah! Not the right type of Grinder box.
So you're hallucinating dicks everywhere, just falling out of the sky, growing out of the
I should've opened
ground.
my fucking mouth.
Dicks and dicks and dicks. Even as you drink the tea, your nose turns into a dick, and the tip of the dick is dipping into the teacup. Okay, and you fall out and pass asleep and have a dream. Okay. In this dream, you perceive yourself standing in like this, just like floating in this black void, and in front of you is a silhouette glowing a light blue, and it looks female, and you perceive it to be your patron goddess Titania. Then you hear a voice speaking, but it changes, and then you realize it's not Titania, but it is another sort of fae. I don't know what she looks like. Let me see if there's like a. Okay, sorry, I can't describe her, but she looks very similar to Titania, but she's not. She is a beautiful fae princess-looking creature, and she says, Zoe, I've been reaching out for help from someone who's connected to the fae powers. I am frozen in time in my palace of heart's desire. I've reached out to you through your patron to ask you for help. You must destroy the magical cauldron at the Palace of Heart's Desire, which is being used to keep me frozen. You can ask Mahadi about the Witchlight Carnival to find a way to travel to my Fey realm called Prismere. And she says something else. Hi Sam, bye, sorry.
I was cuddling with Binks
Yeah?
for like 2 hours, and I didn't even know. I thought it was like 2 minutes.
Aw.
But it was like 2 hours, and she laid with me and she was purring the entire time.
Oh, that's so
My
cool.
shirt's gross with Binks all the time.
Cool.
And Georgia has been laying by my feet.
Aw.
Oh, bye.
Bye. Thanks. Oh, thanks for telling me. Okay. So, her name is. Okay, it's either. I think it's Zablina, but now I'm thinking it's actually Zabilna. So, okay, so let's say her name is Zabilna. She's been taken prisoner by hags who froze her in time using Tasha's cauldron. And behind this is the Princess of the Shadow Glass, an evil fae who is trapped in the book that you have, which praises her because it was written by a thrall. You must destroy this book. And then she reaches out and hands you a unicorn horn. and you take it, and she says, touch this horn to my frozen body when you reach the Palace of Heart's Desire. But beware the Jabberwock. And then, as her voice is...
the poem?
She doesn't respond. She doesn't answer that question. And in fact,
it's a dream, sorry.
Her voice is now fading away, but you hear her say, and this is very important, to reach me in the palace, you must remember the words of Niccolo Machiavelli. Oh, God. I wish I had all my notes in one place, but that would require...
The warp blade goes snicker snack.
Oh, my God. I literally... Okay. It is better for a prince to be feared than loved if one cannot be both. A cold heart is necessary to gain the golden crown. And she's gone, and the dream ends. And as you wake up the next day, God. Where am I at? There we go. Okay. And throughout the night, Zoe had slightly more rest, not mechanically, from the dream, but all of you had a really unsettled night. There was the hot wind of Avernus was just whipping at high speeds. Unsettling whispers float through the air. You have random nightmares of gross, horrible things, and there's just a caustic, bitter smell in the air. And all those combine to give you a very terrible night. I'm going to tell you those words one more time. Oh my God. It is better
for a prince to be feared than loved if one cannot be both.
A cold heart is necessary to gain the golden crown.
Oh, I didn't realize that was part of the saying, too.
Well, that's what she said, and then she faded away.
Right, but I thought you were asking for what the quote of Machiavelli, which I wrote down, and so, okay. Yes.
So what I read is what she said.
Oh, I didn't know Machiavelli said the second part.
Maybe you'll notice inconsistencies, and you'll figure out that there's actually riddles that exist in the D&D world, and that I'm not going to correct you if you ask a question, because maybe it's leading you towards an answer. And maybe the answer will reveal itself.
I'm going to toss my... I wake up, and I look at my teapot and cup and set, and I go and I dump it in the trash. Well, I'm fucked.
Actually, when you wake up and look down, you see that you're still holding the unicorn horn from your dream. And you look up, and there's a pixie floating there, and it seems like she handed it to you. Like you wake up, and and Zybilna fades into a pixie, and the unicorn horn is there, and the pixie giggles and flies away, and you have a unicorn horn. And write it down, because that'll really fuck up your whole character arc if you don't write it down. And once more, you hear her voice echo, and it says, "Beware the Jabberwock." Yes, that'll do. And that's your dream. And that's the end. To be continued.
Yay!
I like.
Thank you. Yeah, so you guys beat up the warlord, took his demon grinder, and you even got a crew member, this wereboar, so that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You guys are each piloting the vehicles as you described, and Valrog says that he thinks that you're just probably a couple more days from the Tower of where you'll meet Mordenkainen. And Valrog kind of mutters that he hopes he's there.
Oh, and I keep the dude's corpse in the hold just in case it comes in useful later. I meant to do that.
The whole corpse or like just the head? You need the whole body?
No, the whole thing. The whole thing.
You might get hungry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, you are able to forage food for the night. So I know that your Furball character has an ability that if there's any food available, basically you're guaranteed to succeed. And it's really scarce, and some of it is like edible thistles. And have you ever seen those purple flowers that grow like weeds in your yard? And it's that's actually possibly foxglove. Whatever it is, it's edible.
I hope not.
Then not foxglove.
Definitely not edible.
No, I cannot remember because plants have weird names. And as much effort as I went to actually figure out what it was that I could look it up, I forgot the name. But totally edible, does not taste good. I mean, doesn't taste bad. It just kind of has like not very much of a flavor. And it's something that people... What?
Wood sorrel grows
as
a weed.
It could be.
Good, though.
Well, this one doesn't taste that good, but it grows wild all over the place, and it was a big food during the Depression. But yeah, that kind of stuff. So crappy
that sounds
stuff.
A lot like foxglove.
But you said it's poisonous.
I know.
Oh,
it's something that was good during the Great Depression.
Sigh. Yeah. Anyway, so you do find it. However, as you look off on the horizon in the direction you're heading, you see thick black smoke clouds and. The ground looks much less hospitable. It looks kind of dark and swampy up ahead. But in the far, far distance, you think that you can see some sort of a tower reaching up into the sky. But then when you rub your eyes, it's gone, and you can't tell if it's a mirage or if space is just shifting.
Me?
And that's the And that's the end.
This
and
is
that
from the fridge.
okay. And that's the end, and that's the cliffhanger. So, yay, thanks everyone for playing. I'm going to end the stream now. And next week, let's go back to Jake's game so that we can finish off, hopefully finish off. I mean, but if not, that's fine. I'm having a lot of fun. So, yeah, we'll hop back to that one. And then when we come back here, we are in a nice, good, fresh start. You guys totally finished that encounter. You got a new item, and it's the next day, so technically you'll be able to use it. You got a new friend. Who's going to be make things so interesting. And you're continuing to head to the Wizard's Tower. We're off to see the Wizard. That'll be the obligatory for all of us to sing that next game. Also, I'm sure that Mordenkainen will be really cool and nice and helpful, and will just hand everything over to you guys. I don't know. I mean, I guess I should go read on... I should probably go look up Mordenkainen's attitude and stuff like that. Gary Gygax, he was a pretty chill dude, right? I'm sure he would make a wizard that was nice and helpful. So actually, though, obviously I'm being sarcastic, but like as I was reading about Mordenkainen for the first time, like years ago, like, oh, this was Gary Gygax's character. I'm reading, and I'm like, well, god damn it, he just ripped off Pantok 20 years before I made him. It's like, oh, he's obsessed with knowledge and, you know, this and that, and I'm just reading things about him, and it's like, yeah, very... But he doesn't try to, like, take over everything. Why would he want to? He's Gary Gygax. He made the world.
He literally, literally the lore is that Mordenkainen came and visited Gary Gygax, the person, the writer of D&D, and shared knowledge and spells and stuff.
Oh, that's
so
right.
Like you, yeah, Pantok's this really cool guy. Begee, everything exists in the real world.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I mean, you know, anyone that you go through, your other option was a hag, right? So like the wizard seemed like the best option, and really, there's not necessarily any bad options. It's just more about the friends that you make along the way. All right. Well, thanks a lot, everyone, and